45 seconds. Seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
It looks like Brad Pitt. Looks like they got divorced, but it wasn't official till 2024. And it looks like he got sober during that 6-7 years of having to divorce Jolie because of the kids and everything, all the legal battles. He didn't want to look like a big drunk.
Right.
I'd rather be drunk and deal with Cambodian kids than sober.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Late. I wonder if people sit there and be like, you guys gonna come on the air?
Don't worry about us. We got no light.
Hello?
Hello.
All I hear is the intro music. When are the guys coming on the show? What are they doing right now? What could they be actually doing? If I was a listener and the show was like a minute late from going on the air and you were hearing music, I would be like, I wonder what's going on. Lasker's there. Maybe Lasker's flipping out and Bubba had to tackle him down to the ground. Or, like Lummy had a meltdown because Bubba said something that finally made Lummy.
Lummy ain't had no meltdowns in a long time.
Well, Lummy's just really knows how to be very tempered and accepting of my craziness. And Lummy just keeps me kind of at arm's length and, tries to stay off my radar. But I know, like, Lummy from, like, if you got a major concern, like, if I'm messing up or something, you need to, like, tell me.
Oh, yeah, right. That really works out for him.
Warren McDonald, $25.
Oh, hold on. I got Gloria and Seth Wiley. But Gloria was in today about, like 5:40. I get into the studio. No, I was there a little bit. Yeah, but she was, like, ungodly early. I get a PayPal notification on my phone. I'm like, well, we're still like 25 minutes from the show starting. Guess who it was, Lummy? Gloria Zach saying I got to get my Gene Lasker money in. And then Seth Wiley came in before the show too. Thank you. Both before. Appreciate you. So, listen. The reason why we're a little bit late is because, one, my computer completely... I got my whole...
It has it all the way back. It's all back perfect now. So it was driver error.
Do you not...
Driver error.
No. Gene, when your computer resets, asshole, you can't do anything about it. So when I have all these pages set, my show set, everything I want to talk about, at least set up a little bit. Like I have a WNBA section, and then I got another little section of this guy who ran over this chick 3 times, and then I got another couple stories.
Shut up.
I got another couple stories I want to get to, So I got all those lined up, and then I got our YouTube channel.
So you overloaded it?
No, I didn't overload it. the computer just all of a sudden decided to do a factory. You don't have anything to say about it. Reset. And at like 50,
I hate when my phone does that.
53,
Yeah.
at 53 minutes after, 7 minutes before the show starts, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got about 45 windows that are all open with various things I want to talk about that have already been pre-listened to, that have already been the mute button taken off and rewound to the very front. I have to get them ready because a lot of times you got to hit a link, Lumby, for it to load and stuff like that. So I get everything loaded up so that I'm not, scrambling around for the show, trying to be responsible, because that's why I get here at 4:45. It takes me literally about an hour and 15 minutes to really, mix up my drink. There's let me go to Macho Man and turn on an additional air unit, and then I turn the lights on, and then I start prepping on the show, and I do that so it takes me about an hour and 15. Sometimes I get in here at 5:50, but it takes me at least an hour to get the show all ready, and then now we are 7 minutes before we go live. And my computer's completely crashed. So all the work that I did, for that 50 minutes or so, because I probably spend 10 minutes of non-show prepping, like just trying to clean up the area a little bit. Macho Man's chair.
Can't just hit rewind and go back to it?
Macho Man's chair needed a little WD-40. And so I had like some general housekeeping to get done today, too, here in the studios. As you can see, unlike the Nassau studios, I actually mop and sweep and dust, whereas the other place,
that won't last forever.
No, yes, it will. I mean, because it's
not that big either.
Well, yeah, it's not, but it's something that we built that I'm so proud of, and I helped build. Unlike before when Craig and Danny, remember, they just built the studio. Gene, I'd walk in and go, hello, more. I wasn't having to be there on, during the week, going to the lumber place and helping the boys carry the lumber. I didn't do nothing. I just
know you had a bank account that time.
Yeah. So this one, I have a little bit more, sweat and tears, and we own the property. Like, it's whatever I would make nice out here is genuinely going to probably appreciate the property. I mean, it can't hurt it, right? I mean,
no.
It's a garage, and so anyway, I really keep this place nice. Like I wipe the counters down and I wipe the TVs down more so than anybody would probably think. We got a little Dyson vacuum. I'm in here sometimes at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me sweeping and just trying to keep it clean. And everything.
No, you can tell this morning when I walked in, it was how clean it was.
Yeah, I even try to sweep, Macho's area and stuff like that. And I was talking to Macho today about maybe ordering some cabinets and stuff, some of those, so we can get Macho's place really, it's a little cluttered right now because he's still engineeringly wise.
It's all stuff he needs, though.
Yeah, well, I know, but. You
can hide a lot of it in cabinets, though.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Gene. The cabinets don't have to be perfect. We just need to hide stuff in it.
Right.
So that, stuff's off the floor. Things look really, really nice. So anyway, Lasker walks in today. So let me thank God my computer came back on, but that was why I was late getting on, because I couldn't necessarily get us on. Well, I mean, I guess we were on. I just couldn't monitor it. Until my streaming.
Well, plus your stories, you had to get up and everything that.
I knew that I couldn't, when the show did start at 1 or 2.
I didn't get blamed for all that.
And Gene's thinking, you probably restarted it. He's telling.
Well, he doesn't have any. He has no concept of like a complete computer reboot. He doesn't have. Gene can't figure that out. He doesn't.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, what's a reboot on a?
Fix my phone, please. I can't get to this.
Yeah. So
Lasker's not showing up.
Hold on. Lasker's idea of him being technically savvy is when he can't get something. This is so boomer. This is like so boomer. When you can't get something to work on your phone, you hand it to your wife, who's significantly younger and way more tech savvy than you are, and she fixes it for you, Gramps, and then hands it back to you and says, "There you go, Thomas Eugene Lasker, Senior, Junior, McGillicuddy."
I got mad at my phone the other day, and I told him I said, "Fix this phone before I kill you."
So when you're handing your phone
at me like, "What did you say?"
When you hand your phone to either your kid or your wife to get your boomer ass on some particular area you want to be on that you can't quite figure it out.
I couldn't. I did my 10-minute segment, me and Coben opening up the shop, and I couldn't send it to Lummy.
You mean your personal video?
Yeah.
All right.
I couldn't send it to Lummy because it was too long.
Well, no,
yeah,
I had to send it through something else.
I called Gene up, and by the way, Gene didn't hang up the phone for like a couple seconds. So
you listened to him talk?
Yeah.
What do you say about us?
Yeah, no. He's like, "Get over here.
Let me
Hey,
tell you
get smoke.
something.
Hey,
let me
find
tell you-
out what's going on." And I just hear his son like, "Mom."
Well, she's in her office to the left. I can't hear what she's saying. I can hear. I know it's something to me, so I call Coben.
So
then Coben comes in the kitchen. And he listens for me.
And then he'll go say, "This is what Mom said."
Yeah.
It was almost like Gene was sitting in his chair.
I am.
His son was halfway in between
kitchen.
and trying to talk to. That's how it sounded on the phone.
That's exactly what was happening.
So anyway, Lasker walks in today. Anyway, we're on the air. Well, we had a hard reboot at like 50, 53, 54. I was scrambling around. Oh my God! Thank God that wasn't all on camera because I was scrambling around, back here with my little T-Rex arms trying to fire stuff off. And I know the intro's coming. Now we're into the music ramp up. I still got like 2 or 3 more little technical things I got to do. I throw my headphones on. I don't even have us pulled up on YouTube. I can't even monitor us at this point, but I will here momentarily. So Lasker walks in, and of course, every co-host kind of has their own little personality. Like, Gene, you have to understand, so Mondays we got Dan and Jay, and those guys, dealing with
white bread.
Well, okay. Yeah, they're white bread. I don't know if I was going to go with that, Gene, but I was going to say, they have a different dynamic in life than you do. They live a different life than you do. Being a lawyer and a doctor, that's way fancy. You know what I'm saying? So we deal with them, and then we got you on Wednesdays and Fridays, and you're just a straight heathen, just a straight.
I drive on dirt roads.
Gene's like a carny, gypsy, biker, millionaire. If you could imagine all of that being wrapped up to a business owner, a dad, a husband. A gypsy, a biker, a
farmer. I own chickens.
There you go.
A carny. Because if Gene could have made a really good living being a carny, because Gene would have figured out, okay, I'm not going to sit here and just be the Himalaya operator. I'm going to try to go ahead and make some of this stuff myself because he's a fabricator, and then I'm going to start a competing carnival against this guy, and I'm going to put him out of business.
Open up the general store.
I'm going to put him out of business, and I'm going to be the carny guy. So Gene's the kind of guy that could go from running the Himalaya to owning the whole carnival. That's what Gene is. He's just he's not a con artist, but he's just he always has a couple $1,000 in his pocket ready to buy anything at any time. Like if there's a deal on something, Gene's gonna.
I'll get it.
Like if Gene went out to this guy's place and he had like a 32-foot all aluminum featherlight tilt down open trailer. Like Gene, like a double axle, 32-foot dovetail.
Oh, that's nice.
All aluminum, featherlight trailer. This guy's got one of those, right? And he has it say let's say he said, "Hey, old timer, how much you want for that?" I'd take $2,500 for that, man. You couldn't whip out 20.
Get my money out quick enough.
That thing's worth about $10,000. Right, Gene?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you just bought it and flipped it, but you would be like, man. So Gene, you don't understand, Gene runs around life looking for deals like that all the time. Just ready to, hey, I buy it right now.
Deals are good. So
we got you and that personality, Gene, to deal with. A carny, a gypsy, a businessman, somewhat of a white trash con man. That's your dynamic. And then on Thursdays, we got Brian, and he's kind of the liberal, not snowflake, but kind of schmarmy, smart. You know, he's very much a counter programmer and is very cynical, always trying to turn it around on me with his Bubba impersonations, always trying to make me look stupid. And, you know, I think it makes for an interesting dichotomy with regards to, all the three personalities we have to deal with. But think about us, Lummy. We have to deal with these people. Even Macho Man probably treats Dan different than Gene. So
you think Macho Man likes me better than Dan?
I don't know if I can answer that question. I think it would be a tie. I mean, let's let Macho Man answer himself. Macho Man, pray tell. Gene says, if I may quote, you think Macho Man likes me better than Dan?
You think Dan's cooler than me, Macho Man?
I asked for
I plead the fifth. I have a surgery with Dan coming up.
Yeah, see, Gene, can I break it down?
Just say Dan.
Can I break it down, Gene?
Yeah.
Deep down, he probably likes you better, like as a dude, but he likes Dan as a dude, and Dan's fixing to do a little bit of surgery work on him. So
I need some surgery work too.
What do you need?
I love you, Dan.
What do you need?
I don't want to quit snoring.
Oh yeah. Hold on. So Lasker walks in here today. So we've gone through all the dynamics of our co-hosts, and so here's Gene's dynamic. Ready? Walks in. I don't got. So I lost about 45, 50 pounds, and when I was 310, I didn't snore. I didn't snore at all. Let me like doing my Gene Lasker impersonation if I could.
Pretty good.
No, I didn't snore at all. But I tell you right now. I get down to 243, feeling good, looking good. Look at me, just look at me. Down to an extra large now. I mean, I was fat, man. Did you see me? I was fat, but I didn't snore. At all. Nope. Sarah had no problems with me. No snoring. Now I'm 243. I mean, looking good. And I snore like a pig. Yeah. You understand? My wife's so mad at me right now. We may have to sleep in different bedrooms. She, poor thing, didn't get an ounce of sleep last night. I was over there snoring.
Well, she said she went into the living room and sleep on the couch, and then Havoc, he just kept moaning because Havoc is our dog.
Okay, so hold on. One of his 4 Cane Corso killer dogs. I mean, Lummy,
they just want to be with her. They want to protect her.
But Lummy, what are his dogs?
Killers.
Cane Corso killers.
Yeah, they're killers.
Like, you don't understand. These dogs. They are not. Good dogs.
They're not your average dog.
They are good dogs to the Lasker family and those people they know. The few people that might swing by the house, like Bobby, and like some of the, I'm sure
they're always walking like on eggshells around them dogs.
But for the most part, man, these dogs will kill you. I mean, they will kill you. And so Gene's got 4 of these dogs, and they really like Sarah more than Gene.
Oh yeah,
deep down because
they'll try me.
Because guess who? Sarah feeds them and is with them all day,
so
that she's part of their pack, if you will.
She plays hide and seek with them.
Yeah, Gene, she's part of their pack,
right?
And they don't. And you know what? They will defend her, even if.
And they do. They gang up on me.
Even though they know that you're the alpha dog and you're the man of that. They got it figured out who the
They know I'm the boss and they love me, but when she's sitting down there and I try to get to her, they'll line up there right in front of me.
Will they ever go?
Oh yeah, no. They try to bite me. So they won't bite me to hurt me, but they'll bite me to keep me away from her.
Yeah. So Gene's got all that going on. Okay. So Gene said, so last night, I'm 243. Okay, maybe 244. All right. Yeah, but skinny. Down to XL under. I mean, I'm in the best shape. I'm in the best shape in I don't know how since I was world champion with sprint car driver. But Sarah, she's so mad at me right now.
Boy.
She didn't get any sleep at all. I was snoring last night like you wouldn't believe. Snore. And so we looked it up on the internet, and it said I could maybe have some loose skins from losing weight, and maybe, now it's choking me out when I'm sleeping. But, I don't even know. I mean, like, can they go in there? This is what he's saying to me.
Just snip it out.
So hold on. I'm actually telling him to shut up because I want to have this discussion on the air. I want to talk about this on the air. And so, but what he could get out was that and I don't know, have you pick it up here, Gene, is that when you were fat, you didn't snore. Now that you are thinner, in shape, feel better,
I asked her that. She
snoring.
said, well, you might have snored a little bit, but if you turned on your side, you didn't snore at all. It was when you laid back with your head back.
You gotta sleep on your side.
So then, Gene,
I sleep on my side now, though, but I snore really crazy on my side, too.
Oh, so now it went. So now you're
Now I
just
just
snoring.
snore.
I know. So last year's like
I don't got sleep acmo because I don't.
Hold on.
So what?
He does
Sleep acmo.
You don't have sleep acmo?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure I don't.
You sure that's what it's
because
called?
it don't wake me up.
Mommy, I don't got sleep acmo.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I
Gene.
have sleep acmo either.
Gene, do you know what it's called?
Yeah, sleep acmo.
No.
Acme?
No.
What is it?
Sleep apnea.
Oh,
Say it.
apnea.
Yeah, so that's going to be your word. Remember last week, Lummy, we had a word, striations?
Yes.
Gene, do you remember striations?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they called?
Who cares?
No, but Gene, what did you learn last week in your?
I'm trying to think of it. The veins in your.
Yeah, we learned the word striations.
Yeah.
And so what did you learn about what striations meant?
The blood vessels in your penis.
Well,
That's not all, Ed.
like you could have really good striations on your arms. Anything, any
okay.
really
That's
in shape.
cool, yeah.
Any really in shape
veins
guy,
on my arms.
like Macho Man,
And in my neck.
You know, like Macho Man. When you look at him, you can see like veins and stuff in his forearms and in his biceps. That's striations. Okay, that's what striations is. And you learned that last week, and I think you're going to be able to use that in life, don't you think?
No, sir.
Hey, Sarah.
I never say that word again.
Hey, Sarah. I'm really proud of Coben. He's been working out a little bit. Look at that. He's got some striations in his calf.
He starts Thursday working out.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
He's gonna work out
Yeah,
more
he
than us.
went from being chubby to he's got my son Coben's got striations. Those are veiny legs. Look at those calf muscles. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Gene treats.
Boy, he's got them fat legs.
Gene treats Coben like a human traffic slave. Go on, that's my property right there. But go on, boy. I'm gonna tell you right now, go out there and get some sandpaper. Start sanding that water sanding that right fender, and then we're gonna take the rear end out, Coben. I want you to get all the wrenches lined up.
Bubba.
Get the jack stands ready.
I was watching him tell from a distance. I was watching him tell Coben how to wash his truck.
He's actually mean as hell to Coben.
Well, I couldn't hear.
No, I'm not.
He's mean. Hey, boy. Let me see. Yeah, you can't get a ladder and get the top part of that hood, so you just leave it dirty, boy.
When we moved out of that
no,
rental
Dad.
in Land O'Lakes, when I bought the motorhome to live in it, so I can really work on my house to get moved
How long
in.
did you, Coben, and your wife live in a motorhome?
Almost a year, 9 months.
Did it about kill you?
Yeah, I headbutted the wall, and then I said, "I'm done. We got to get out of here."
Hold on. So was there a family? We'll just call it a family situation.
No. The family situation. I was claustrophobic in that bedroom, man. You get out of the bedroom. When you stand up, you face into the wall.
I understand that, but when just one day you lost your crap and
I just looked at the wall and I was mad at it was in my way and I headbutted it and them old cheap motorhomes, man, and knocked a hole in it. I had to put a picture over it. I sold it, no one knew it was a hole there.
I'm just saying, Gene. So you don't have sleep what?
Acmeo.
No.
Acmea.
No.
What is
sleep it? Hold on. Apnea. Apnea.
Yeah,
sleep,
apnea.
Sleep apnea. That's where like you're struggling to breathe and
I'm not struggling to breathe. I'm breathing good. I'm just making noise at it.
I'm telling you right now, that's what sleep apnea is. I'm not saying you have it, but when a person does have it,
well, I don't.
Like
I got a snoring problem.
Sleep apnea is all about snoring too.
I don't stop breathing.
Well, you don't know that.
My wife says I don't.
Well, I mean, what does she look at you every second of every?
Well, evidently she does because she don't get no sleep.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll have to get a report from her, but you don't have.
No, let's just get Dan and snip it out of there. And
I don't
fix it.
think you snip nothing out, Gene. I mean, I don't.
You don't know how to fix snoring?
I don't know.
You can bolt on boobs, but can't fix snoring. Jeez.
I think it's a little different.
What's different about
Gene,
it?
I don't. First of all,
Lips
I don't.
and skin.
Gene, first of all, I don't know.
I looked it up on the internet.
Gene,
There's a little spot back there that vibrates.
I don't know that Dan cannot do it. I'm not familiar with him doing that, but he could have the skill set or know how to do it. You know, like that's just not what he specializes in. He could probably send you to a specialist that does that for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they do is they cut your fat flap out, from losing, I think that's what you're thinking you got, like a fat flap somewhere in your throat.
Something in there, or adenoid that's wrong.
Right? Do you know what an adenoid is?
No.
Did you just hear that from your wife?
No, I seen it when we were looking it up on the internet. We called Google and asked them about it.
You call? Hold on, what did he do?
Did you call Google?
You called. I called.
Do you have that
Google.
number?
What's the Gene? Did you
It's
get
on your phone.
Did you get
It's a free thing.
Did you get a representative when you called them? Hello, Google.
Yeah, they talk to you.
Hello, Google. How can I help you? Well, I just want to let you know I lost about 60 pounds, and I used to not snore when I was fat, but now I'm skinny and I snore. Hey, Google, what do you think? What do you think I got? Well,
I sent you, I think, what the surgery might be.
okay, all right.
All right, there you go. So there's one.
All right, well, Gene,
there's a couple.
Gene, we can get through this together, okay? We'll take this and we'll try to help you out here, okay? Hold on. Sorry that you went through this last night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is the weekly show with Jon Stewart. Let me. I was watching Deadly Intentions.
Oh, nice.
And then it aggregated to the next channel, which was Jon Stewart having some kind of deal here. So I need to turn this off. All right, here we go. So, Gene, here is potentially what you might be needing. I wonder if it's like scientific animations.
Hey, so tell me something.
Bottom line is, if you're a fat ass and you never used to snore, but now you lost some weight, you're not such a fat ass.
I might have snored a little bit, but if I turned to my side, I didn't snore at all.
Scientific animations will cut that excess fat in the back of your throat, so that when you lost weight, that fourth place didn't that fat adenoid of yours didn't have anywhere to go. So now it's flapping in the wind while your skinny self sleeps.
Yep.
You got the breath of a fat man.
The breath of one? My breath is fine.
Okay, well, we're going to listen to this if you shut your mouth a little bit here.
There's Gene.
Okay, I mean, there must not be any
no,
sound.
There might not, yeah.
All right, so anyway, normal airwave, and it shows like a guy, and it's through his nose, and then it like goes down to your esophagus, and then back through your nose. Okay, it looks like you're going to your lungs. So, Gene, you might. You say you don't have sleep apnea, but look what, when you called Google, look what it said. Obstructive sleep apnea, tongue base obstruction. They're going to have to cut out some of your tongue, Gene. No.
Well, maybe I'll get a better voice.
Yeah, but no. I would never cut my tongue out. If my wife couldn't deal with my snoring, I'm not going to go in for a full-blown cut my tongue out surgery because of it.
It's going to cut some of the back part of it out.
I'm glad you don't find that traumatic. I do not. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine how hard.
I've bit my tongue before.
I know.
Didn't lose much of it, but it still hurt.
It's not about biting your tongue. They have to cut it out, and you got stitches back there in the back of your throat and all of that just because old girl couldn't put up with your snoring. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on. So is that where they cut it? Oh, they're going to show you here. They go through your stomach?
Your chin.
No, that's under your chin.
Oh, hold on. I thought that was a guy's stomach.
I don't mind having a scar there.
All right, Gene, hold on.
I'm good with that.
Gene, wait till you see how traumatic this is going to be.
You're gonna put my tongue through that hole?
So let me. They go in through your chin,
and
they put
go.
this big rod.
Oh.
Your physician
they laser beam it out.
Will place a tissue anchor into your tongue, and then they jam this big. Some kind of rod.
You're not gonna feel it
down your throat. I mean,
you'll feel it after.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying, Gene. Yeah, you're gonna be under. Hold on. Then this they take this rod. Look, do they put? Oh. Is that like they put like a fishing line down your throat.
What?
And they got
pull the skin back and then tie it up.
And they got an anchor.
That's all I need.
Some type of. That's all you need. There is no way in the world.
Oh, that is like a fishing hook.
Yeah. And then
it's hooked into your muscle.
And then they tie it into your chin bone, and then it's like a rubber band. And so Lummy, these are all anchors, like fish hooks. So that grabs into the skin, and then when your jaw goes up and down, it opens up your throat. Kind of like a butterfly clip on a carburetor.
That's true.
It's kind of opening up the it's your throttle mechanism.
I'll be able to slam a beer then.
Oh, Gene, hold on. Your physician uses a special tool to advance the tissue anchor. This step
so I can readjust it anytime I want.
No, No, you
What, are you
can't.
going to get your screwdriver out and
yeah,
jam it up in there?
It's inside of you, Gene. They can't.
Is it tighten it?
In order to adjust it, they have to like cut you back open and give you a couple more turns.
Leave me a port there, man. I put my Allen wrench in right in it.
Gene, think about it. Who wants you?
Oh,
don't.
it is. Look at it.
Look
Yeah,
at
just
it.
crank it
Works
up.
it just good.
Let me look at.
Look at
I
that
should
opening, sleeping
I should be a
good,
mechanical
no
engineer.
noise.
Did I not have it figured out
You
on
did.
exactly how it worked? So they set the fish hook down to the back part of your tongue, inside your tongue, and then they put some fishing line up to your chin, and then on your chin bone they put this tightening apparatus that's with this little
So
medical
your tongue's
screwdriver.
going to work a little different.
And so
then.
as the trouble fish hook implant that they put in the back of your tongue, it's tied to some fishing line that they crank with this screw in your chin. And to tighten up your tongue so that you don't flap it around so much while you're snoring. You know what? I'm snoring, bitch. I'm not doing this ever.
I'll do it.
No way would you do. Lummy, can you imagine the
No.
no. All over some snoring? Like maybe come up with some.
Well, what else is there to do?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can find some other thing, like some nose clips or some, I don't know, breathe right
Well, what
strips.
has the nose got to do with
No,
that?
Bubba, I think this
spot
is.
there.
I think this has to do. Gene, have you ever been told you have a heavy tongue?
Yeah. And
Bubba says it all the time.
I mean,
Because that sounds like what you might have.
well, Gene's got a
Don't
tongue.
feel heavy.
See, Gene, your tongue is like a muscle. And so the more you talk and the more you eat, the stronger that muscle gets. Well, I mean, that's all you did for the longest time is talk and eat. I mean, you
That's
probably
all I
got
I've ever did.
I know, you probably got a big-ass tongue on you. You got a fat.
Yeah, imagine yours.
Oh, well, I know.
You've done nothing but talk.
Yeah, but think about this. I don't snore. I don't.
Really?
No, I don't snore. No.
Why? Because your head's so big?
Now, I'm telling you
You
right
got
now.
plenty of movement in there?
No.
Something. Why do I snore?
Well, I'm completely opposite of you. When I get real heavy, I start snoring. And like there's a number. I'm just going to be honest with everybody. My number is 310. When I let myself go and I get up to 310, I start snoring. Eric could even say, yeah, you snored last night. And sure enough, I get on the scale.
310 and a half.
310, 311. So then I'll buckle down and like I did pretty good this week on my diet. Like I'm pretty good. I don't like giving numbers out, but I'm pretty good. I feel good about it. And I haven't snored. I'm well under 311, I'll just tell you that. And I don't snore anymore. Like I literally don't snore, and I'm not as tired because I think maybe I'm getting more. Gene, your nose and your mouth's almost like an intake. So like we got a stock. I think most people come stock with that stock intake that's got all the plastic and the air.
Well, I need a K&N nose because my nose don't work good.
I need a K&N.
I broke it too many times. It's smacked up.
See, that's the problem. How many times you've broke your nose?
Yeah.
That probably is the real issue, not your fat tongue. So you're going to go in for that surgery, get that anchor in your tongue with
I
a
don't
screw
breathe
in
out
your
of my
chin.
nose at all.
Really, you probably got a deviated septum, and you probably need your nose
I ain't
fixed.
even got any septums in there no more.
Bubba said I have deviated septum, but I'm just telling him right now, I ain't got no septums left. I got it done, bro. I broke my nose 4 times.
Man.
2 in a fight and 2 on a motorcycle deal.
I broke my
Just telling
nose, and a week later I broke it again while it was broke.
Yeah, gee, that's why you got
That hurt like hell.
And if you were to look straight onto the camera, Gene, you kind of got like a smashed in
It's
bulldog.
better. You can see
You got a kind of a smashed
the
in
scars on it and stuff.
You got a pretty rough
I
looking
got a
nose.
good looking nose compared to what it's been through.
Well, compared to what your nose has been through, it looks great.
I'd rather
But
have
you
this
still
nose than
got-
Michael Jackson's.
Well, nobody wants Michael
Yeah, no
Jackson's
kidding.
nose. Nobody. I'm just saying, but your nose out of all of us looks the most smashed.
Well, because it's broke the most.
That's what I'm
You ever
trying
broke
to
your
say.
nose?
No.
Well, I did.
Well, I'm trying.
about you,
to
Lummy?
That's what I'm trying to say to you, you dumbass.
See, big guys like you guys don't get your nose broke because y'all don't play games.
Okay. Probably in the circles that we travel is not as much conducive to the circles that you travel and getting your nose broke. Sorry, me and Lummy haven't got our nose broke, and you have 4 times. I don't know if that makes you a pimp or white, even more white trash. Probably a little combination of both.
Yeah.
Man,
So anyway, let's go to. Do you want to continue this sleep gimmick? Like, can you tell us, what do you think you're going to do?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I was at came to work to ask you.
Oh, so you're wanting me to tell you what to do?
Yeah, what should we do?
Well,
I'm going to an ENT doctor if you want to.
EMT doctor?
ENT.
No. Oh, don't tell him. Shut up. Don't. Gene, so when you have a situation like you have, okay? You go to an ENT doctor. Do you have any idea?
Ear, nose, and throat.
Oh, wow. Lummy, are you kidding me?
Boom.
And you can't graduate 5th grade?
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
I mean, Gene, that's pretty pimp. That's pretty pimp, dog. I'm just telling you. Yeah, an ear, nose, and throat gimmick. And
So go to that guy.
I think we'll ask Dan who he would like. A lot of time, Dan knows it may not be his specialty, but he knows who the best person in that field is. Like for years, anything to do with your prostate. We go to Dr. Mark, the urologist.
Yeah.
And so
is he still around?
No, he's not. It's a sad story. I've been told. I actually texted Dan this yesterday. I probably shouldn't be saying it. Like, I don't want to.
What?
He's supposedly in Jacksonville, like on life support.
Not Dr. Mark.
Yeah.
He was all healthy and
He was
up.
He was muscled up and everything. And I don't know if he got like prostate cancer
AIDS?
or no, Gene.
AIDS? Jesus.
Gene.
If he was a man doctor, what does that tell you?
Gene.
I'm just saying.
Gene.
He messed around with men.
Gene.
Trying to fix him. I'm saying it got on him.
I know, Gene.
AIDS will jump on you like a tick.
Oh, my God.
AIDS will jump on you like a tick. No, Gene, you can't get
Yes,
AIDS.
it will.
No, it won't, Gene.
It will. You can breathe it in the air too.
And Gene, listen, a guy that's a good friend of the show, a guy that potentially could
I love
be,
Dr. Mark. He's a cool dude.
I know, but hold on.
But he never poked his finger in my butt.
But Gene, shut up. You don't put AIDS on a guy. Like, when you're reminiscing about potentially what he might be
the poor
going.
guy's dying, and he was way healthier than me when I knew him.
But Lumby, I mean, Gene, I'm trying to teach you some common sense and
That's not gonna work out in this age.
and some politeness, and that is when you find out that a guy's sick. Be like, well, man, he's got prostate cancer or
Poor guy got the
spleen
flu
or something. You don't put AIDS on the dude, man.
Well, that's what'll kill you.
But that's
The flu's not gonna kill you.
That's like man. But Gene, it's like man law. Like you just don't put that on a guy.
Okay.
Like that's the worst thing you can put on a guy.
Oh,
hey
damn,
man,
he don't have AIDS. What has he got, Bubba?
I don't know. But I don't know.
He didn't check his own prostate?
Gene, I don't know. But I know it's not AIDS, okay? You don't do
men
that.
only die from a few things.
Well, Gene.
Other than getting when you get shot, being robbing.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He doesn't know. Unless you get shot while you be a robin.
So the two ways to die as a man is shot while you're robbing or AIDS?
Prostate.
Or AIDS.
Yeah.
Prostate, yeah. That's the
Well,
way
you
it
don't
is.
want to.
And you know
man
what?
up to
Hey,
AIDS, but
let
you
me-
do get them.
Hey, Lummy, you know what?
Yeah.
And the AIDS will jump off a guy like a tick onto you. So, like, you could just be in the airport, and this guy sitting beside you. Next thing you know, his AIDS tick jumps on you.
Oh.
And you got AIDS.
Is that what happened to
man,
Magic
that'd
Johnson?
mess you up,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Is that
Magic
Magic
didn't
Johnson?
have anal sex with women.
It could
no.
happen to Magic Johnson that
No.
way too. That's why he got away from. He got thick.
Shut up, Gene. Shut up.
'Cause
I
he
am
didn't
late.
have it.
I am late. I got to go into words. I don't even know where we do we come back and try to put a closure on Gene?
I
Gene is
think
skinny,
so.
But now, let's do
Well,
that.
I mean, health tips with Gene. I mean, I got to teach Walker this. Be
hey,
careful.
Walker, if you go, don't even be in the same room as a person that potentially might have AIDS. Because you know why? Why, Dad? Because his AIDS tick will jump on you, bud, and you got it. You don't even have to touch the dude. They can just jump right over the desk.
Yeah, you don't.
Be careful, man. The AIDS tick, the big infamous white trash gypsy AIDS tick that Gene Lasker thinks is a real thing. We'll be back. Take all that in, my friends, and we'll be back.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
Well, at least he has his priorities in order.
Great. What do we do with him now?
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
something? Chanamung goes, I didn't sleep much last night. I got a broke nose.
I got some good sleep.
And I got
my wife
sleep
did.
arena. I got sleep
And
arena.
the poor baby works hard too all day long with numbers, man. Poor thing.
She's got your fucking porky pig ass over there fucking cutting promos.
I'm gonna have to buy a nice bed for the grandbaby playroom,
Yeah, old girl may be going over there, cousin.
and then you know, if I'm snoring too loud, sometimes I don't snore. She says.
Right. Well, at least have a place ready for her. Poor thing.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Stop and buy a bed.
My nice little queen size bed in there.
Yeah. Or just a twin size for one person, because I ain't gonna sleep in there with her. But that way, the big, because it's all toys. That room is all toys. A big
So
giant dollhouse, and
she could put a little single bed in there.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Yeah, we need to put a single bed in there. This is what we need to do.
I think I gotta freshen my computer up. My stuff ain't moving. What? How do we refresh mine? Because
let me get it.
we're not moving.
I know, I got it, Jim.
We're in stalemate. So have you seen any of the AI of the 5 girls walking down the street dressed up like the cowboys? Like
Gene, all this fucking AI shit that Gene
it's
sees.
great, man. It's cool as hell. They had 3 of them for like.
Let me, you're gonna have to find it for me.
It's Cowboys?
Yeah, well, you remember that.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what it
the
is.
town that the main
He doesn't
sheriff
know.
was in, and he goes, "I'm gonna bring hell with me."
Yeah.
Gene has no idea. Gene just it was probably on Boomer TikTok.
No,
somewhere.
it's Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Wyatt Earp and his 2 buddies, and it's the 3
And
white
you did
girls.
some old timer shit.
And then it's the 3 white girls and 2 black girls, and all 5 of them are walking the streets with their long jackets and their guns, and they're in the town.
You sure it was AI?
I'm not sure it was AI, but
no,
I
it's
don't
AI.
think
It's
they did
AI.
that
It's
on
AI.
purpose.
It's AI.
It would have to be AI, wouldn't it? They wouldn't allow them to do that, would they?
Do what?
The WNBA's dumpster fire.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, where'd you see that on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yeah, Facebook, of course.
of course. I live there.
Yeah, of course he does.
It's on your work computer. They say it's on your work computer.
No, it's on his phone.
That's his work computer.
I don't got a work computer.
I know what
Oh,
you're
that
talking-
is my work
Yeah,
computer.
it's your
Yeah,
phone.
that sure is. I can't
You
have a
don't-
computer at my shop because it burns up.
Yeah.
Powder gets in it.
You don't have a computer at work?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because the powder in the air gets down inside of it, and when the computer gets hot, it turns the powder into
How do
plastic.
you print out bills and stuff?
I write them.
By hand?
Yeah, by my hand, bro.
And then keep the invoice?
Yeah, I got 2 invoices. One I handed them, one I bring home.
Some small time.
I know, and the one you give home, you give to Sarah, and she does the books.
Right. She quick books me.
Right.
Yeah.
So, does she tell you, hey, Gene, we made this much? Or,
Oh no, she tells me from week to week what week's better, what month to the year.
So
Last
she
3
gives you
years.
like a little report.
Oh, she can give me a report of that for any little thing. You used your credit card this month 175 times. That's 5 times a day. And I went, what?
So?
Ain't no way.
I'm just telling you, I'll use it 7 times a day if I want, Sarah. I'm just telling you, that's how I roll, buddy.
What's up, bitch? Tombstone, thank you.
Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop, your one-stop destination for all the good stuff. They've got Nick Vapes, delicious edibles and THC products. Also a wide selection of Kratom and Kava, killer glass pipe selection, and fresh incense to set the mood, all at the best prices. Full Kratom and Kava bars and relaxing lounges located at each one of their locations. Bay Pines, Largo, Clearwater, Palm Harbor. Mention Bubba Army and get 15% off your entire purchase. Strange Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop. Come get lifted on good vibes. 4 locations serving the Tampa Bay area or online at shopstrangeclouds.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Wednesday, August 12th, 2026. Lasker's in a big whodunit.
Whodunit?
No, well, that's what you call it. Like when you're involved in a little bit of a situation, you'd call it. I'm involved. I got a big whodunit going on.
Yeah, then let me say to wear a mask. What is it you told me to wear?
A CPAP mask.
Why? What is that going to do?
Well, it forces
air in you, and
it
you don't
forces
make a noise.
air. It forces air down your throat and your breathing. Your breathing area.
And then you don't snore.
And then that kind
How the hell you sleep with a mask on?
Well, that's just what they have to do. Like my dad has to do it. Doug Clement has to, and he's not. I'm fatter than he is. So
can't I just put like a air hose in my mouth?
No, you can have a hooked up to a compressor out in your garage. And
yeah.
No,
just blow a little air.
No, Lasker, you can't.
Put it on 5 pounds.
Don't mind this pancake compressor underneath my bed.
Well, I can do it like them little oxygen hoses. It goes on your nose.
I got this pancake compressor.
Can I do that?
By my head, and I'm just going to put this hose on the air compressor. I'm going to keep it at like 75 PSI. When it goes below that, Gene, how are you going to regulate a regular air compressor blowing a constant flow of air into your mouth?
Put a regulator on the line.
No.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. By the way, $20.
So anyway, Gene, listen. With your snoring situation, I went to Tampa Sleep. I just Googled. I called up Google, as you would say.
There's a store, Tampa Sleep. Just go in there.
No, this is actually Tampa General Hospital. Within the hospital, they have a sleep disorder division.
So a lot of people got this.
No, but there's a lot of these centers, but Tampa General Hospital is like the 5-star. Like the greatest.
Yeah, it's the greatest hospital
Yeah, so
ever.
if your insurance would cover you going to TGH rather than rather than Jimmy's Sleep Shop, on Armenian, whatever. I mean, this is Tampa General Hospital. So they say they got a sleep sleep disorder center within their hospital. The Tampa General Hospital.
I got to go to sleep there so they can watch me?
I don't know, Gene. I don't know. I'm just telling you about the place, okay? I don't know. I'm just saying, you can go to the Tampa General Hospital and go to the Sleep Disorder Center, and they say if you
There's a bunch of things there.
We offer so listen, they can
restless leg
syndrome? we offer treatment for several sleep disorders.
You run in place
at the Tampa General Hospital Sleep Disordered Center, including shut up, Gene. This is what they can potentially fix: snoring caused by vibrations in the walls of your throat. Snoring can result
narcolepsy.
Well, Gene, you're getting ahead of me. Okay, shut up. So you want to read it?
I don't got that.
You read it.
I don't understand half the words.
I'm trying to walk you through this process, and you're skipping ahead of me. So do you just want to read it?
That's the way I read.
Well, okay.
I only go to the words I can remember, understand.
Okay. All right, Gene. So let's just start with snoring. How would you read that? Read that. Snoring.
Caused by vibrations of the walls of the throat, snoring can result in sleep disruptions for the affected person.
Yeah.
As well as his or bed partner. That's my problem, my partner.
Right, so I'm saying I do. See, it's yeah.
This can lead to
you might as well just say Sarah right there as his partner.
Sleeping.
It can lead to being sleepy during the day, morning headaches, weight gain, and loss of memory, concentration, or attention.
I ain't got none of that.
I think you got all of it,
No.
except the weight gain.
I don't got loss of memory.
Okay, all right. How about restless leg syndrome?
No, I don't got that.
Okay. How about insomnia?
What's that?
Read it.
I don't see. Oh yeah,
read it.
This is characterized by a prolonged inability to fall asleep and remaining sleeping for an accurate length of time. I don't think I got that.
Okay, now
I sleep until I got to pee.
Okay. Okay. So the next one is, what's the next one, Gene? You
narcolepsy.
Yes, narcolepsy. And what's narcolepsy?
This condition features uncontrollable and sudden attacks of deep sleep, sometimes experienced along with hallucinations and parasites.
It's hallucination.
I don't got none of that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so far it looks like you only got the snoring gimmick up top, right?
Yeah.
So we got to go through all of them.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Sleep apnea is a disorder that causes a person to pause their breathing or experience periods of shallow breathing while asleep. I don't know if I got that.
I think you got a little bit of that. Most people that snore have a little bit of that. Okay. Now read. You got two
Where's
more.
the next one?
You got two more. Obstructive
sleep apnea.
Apnea.
Also referred to as obstructive sleep apnea syndrome. This is caused by weak, malformed
tissues. Just say some kind of tissues.
Yeah, something in your throat's not right. No kidding.
Yeah, well, that might be. See, so hold on.
Keep reading. I need a little trim job.
So, but this might be what you have. You need
the
to
result of obstruction.
It's more prominent in obese.
Airway.
Hold on. It's more prominent in obese, middle-aged, and elderly men. That's what you are.
Well, there, but I'm not obese anymore.
I know. Well, hold on.
Happening.
Hold on. Listen to me. You look good, and you've lost a lot of weight. But realistically, the U.S. charts, the medical charts, what they go for are so unrealistic because they say.
Oh, I'm probably still big, right?
Right. So, if you go by your height and bone density. So let's say that you are big, you are large boned, but you're 5'10" or 5'9". If your true height. That would say that a guy needs to weigh 167 pounds. A guy of that height, right?
Yeah.
Please. Those charts are, maybe a small percentage of America, aligns with what the U.S. recommended height and weight is supposed to be for the perfectly fit person. Gene, you're probably by medical standards still obese. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fine with that.
All right. So you might have this. It's more prominent in obese, middle-aged, and elderly men, and its adverse effects include insufficient oxygen in the blood and chronic drowsiness throughout the day. Now, you're
Not
tired.
Really.
No? All right, what's the final one?
I don't got no problem working. I get home, and I work in my shop.
Hold on. You got to read this next one.
Where's it at?
The next one down starts with a P.
Parasimones. Parasimones.
Parasimones. Yeah.
Parasimones.
Okay, so parasimones means what, Gene?
Good big size balls?
No, Gene, that's not No, Gene, that's not
Sounds like it, don't it?
Gene, after
I got a parasimones.
Gene, we appreciate that. You're trying to rename balls parasinomes, but that being said, there is
disruptive sleep disorders.
What's that? These
disruptive sleep disorders include nightmares, night tremors, and sleepwalking. I don't got none of that.
Yeah, so
I don't dream about nothing.
That you don't have any nightmares.
No.
You might have the next one up, obstructive sleep apnea. You might have sleep apnea. Narcolepsy, insomnia, and restless leg syndrome you do not have.
No.
And you do have snoring.
Yeah.
So, look, so it looks like,
So what's the score on 3 out of 9?
I don't think that's what this is just giving us. This is just telling us what they offer. I don't think it's a score sheet per se.
Sleep disorder centers. Macho Man said what?
Well, he recommends this. I sent you the link for it.
How can hell Macho Man recommend anything about this?
What's that? Oh, wait, hold on. Macho Man is the most tip-top, in shape, knowing what's wrong with him. So, yeah, Macho Man's really in tune with his body. Oh, hold on.
Oh, I want one of those.
Hold on now. Now we're talking. Yeah. See, I'm going to get in this air compressor of a bed. and it's gonna just be compressed. And oh yeah, Sarah, don't mind the fact I look like I'm blasting off the space shuttle every night, and it's gonna be hard for you to get in here and get a little.
Drop me over, Iran. I'll take care of business.
A little penis, like it's gonna be tough for us to do it in this thing. But the hyperbaric chamber for sleep apnea, please. I could never sleep in that thing.
No way.
No way. I'd be so claustrophobic.
Oh, you put it in a
big
little
window,
chair.
though.
Yeah, but
Look, Gene.
Now hold on.
Oh,
but
it's got a nice ass. Oh, look at that damn thing.
Well, but hold on. Like, what do you just get in there and fall asleep in your grandpa recliner?
Listen, we might have had Hogan if he was in one of those.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess
I'd have bought him one if that saved him.
A hyperbaric chamber is a sealed device that creates a pressurized environment allowing users to breathe in concentrated oxygen. This process is known as hyperbolic oxygen therapy.
You don't want to do it.
May enable the lungs to absorb more oxygen than under normal conditions. So, but what are you doing there, Gene? Do you watch TV?
I don't know, but my friend had that, and then he ended up killing himself.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Remember him, the dude that raced with us, the kid? Forget his name, but he had some kind of brain cancer, and it got better, but we're still like dragging around in his head a little bit. And they put him in, and he got one of them chambers. He spent like about $100,000 on it, and then he ended up going crazy and shot himself.
So you're saying the hyperbolic chamber caused the guy to go crazy?
Yeah.
Oh. Well. Anyway, did you send me the link to? Oh no, right. I was
Brian Eckley. Remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Poor guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. He was trying to fix.
Big old
so
boy.
it's important, Gene, that you get this sleep issue fixed because you don't want to end up like Brian Eckerly, right?
I'm not going to kill myself over not breathing right.
I know, but I'm just saying, let's get a handle. Get one of these sleep studies done.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Tampa General.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You can. I mean, Sarah, she can call up Google better than the next guy, right? She types in my husband lost weight but still snores. Can you please help me?
Can you please kill him?
Damsel in distress with that got exactly 29 minutes of sleep last night. It's gonna end up killing me, or I'm gonna put a gun to his head in the middle of the night when I go back crap crazy because I can't take it anymore. I just can't take it. I sit there and watch him at night.
Baby.
Oh. Well, Gene has come up with somewhat of a temporary situation. He's like, okay, well. The babies, they got their own little playroom, see? And there's a bunch of little toys over there, like, see? And I'm just going to go over and stick a twin size or a single size bed over there. So when Sarah, she can still go to bed with me. But when I just get to snoring, she just can't take it anymore. She can just go right there to the baby's room. And she got herself a nice little bed over there.
Yeah.
In fact, I ordered it.
Quiet, no dogs barking. My dogs, they start to moan, but doing that kind of bull.
Oh yeah.
I don't hear it. That tone will not go in my ear.
Man, he is so. People,
I don't hear that.
Love it. He is so boomed out, man.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
I can't.
The race cars, it's not made me. I can't hear, but there's some tones I can't hear.
Gene,
no more.
I mean, I have just as bad a hearing as you. I've worn headphones for 40 plus years, for 25 hours a week for 40 plus years. I've had 4 or 5 hours. Well, my job consists of wearing headphones and like hearing yourself amplified into your ear because you have to. That's how you do talk.
So you think you're going to get workman's comp after this?
Workman's combat? Is that what you said?
Workman's comp.
Oh, no. No, I'm not. No, but I just, for all the years when you have amplification into your ear for 5 hours a day, that I've lost a lot of my hearing. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm horrible. Like it's.
I can hear good. There's just some tones I can't hear.
Yeah, well, that's that.
Or like if somebody's talking away from me, sometimes I can't hear.
Oh, I get so mad at Erica. We'll be driving somewhere, and she'll talk into the windshield. She'll talk into the driver's side window. She'll be like, "So, I just want you to know."
Yeah, I can't hear that.
I'm like, "What?" She's like, "She's up there, over there." I'm like, Erica, when you talk at me. Talk at me. Turn your head around so that your lips are facing my ear.
I don't yell at
All
Sarah
right?
like that, but I
do.
want to.
Oh, I do. I go, see, your mouth is even if I'm driving, your mouth goes right into my ear. If you just all you gotta do is turn your head.
But I'm in the kitchen and the living room, so I'm really only 25 feet away from her. But she is turned towards the stove, which is concave in there where the breather is.
It's a lady thing.
Stainless steel.
They like to screw with us.
She talks into that.
They
box.
know what they're doing. They know they're driving us
And all I hear
insane.
is,
And then you say, Coben.
So I call Coben. I said, stand right here. And he stands. I said, what's your mom say? And he'll tell me. Then I'll tell him something, and he'll tell her.
Let me. There's a whole interpretation system that goes on at Gene Lasker's house.
No, listen. If you
it's better than saying what every time.
Oh, so you called up actually, Lummy, and you overheard this whole process.
Oh yeah, Gene forgot to hang up the phone, so I heard the whole thing.
Hey, Coben, tell your mom I need a ham sandwich.
She's only 10 foot away.
I need a ham sandwich.
Mom,
Gene needs a ham sandwich. Tell him I'll have it in about 5 minutes. Hey, Dad, she'll have it in about 5 minutes.
What?
She'll have it in about 5 minutes.
What'd she say?
Mom will have your sandwich in 5 minutes, Dad.
As long as you're talking at me.
Me too.
I'm
But
perfect.
Bubba, I saw him when they were washing the truck, and I'm across the street, and Gene's just swelling his arms.
Oh, he's so
I'm
mean
trying
to
to
the kid.
teach him how to wash a truck.
Yeah, I know,
He's got
but
the ladder.
you're so mean to him, man. Poor
No,
kid.
I'm not mean to him.
You see
just
Coben
seen
have-
arm motion. You didn't see me hitting him or
You
nothing.
see him Coben having to go get this like a 10-foot ladder.
Right, he had to wash the top of the truck.
So
I'm
hold
trying
on.
to teach him how to wash
Can
from
I
the
tell-
top
can I-
down
can I
and
tell-
don't wash back up
Can I
until you
tell-
put soap over the truck for a second
Lovey, can I
time.
tell you a situation that I watched at the baseball game of Gene's interaction with his son? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So Sarah goes and says, Gene, they got hot dogs and stuff over there. Do you want me to go get you a hot dog? And I think, yeah, Sarah, go get me one. Go get me a hot dog. And so she doesn't know what necessarily Gene wants on it. So she brings the mustard, the ketchup, and she brings the, what you could potentially put on a hot dog. She brings it in the little packets. And so Lasker goes, I think I'd like mustard on that. And nobody really, Sarah put the hot dog in front of Gene, and he's got Coben to his left and her to his right. And he goes, so he's got the hot dog laying there, and there's a packet of mustard and there's a packet of ketchup. And he goes, hey, Coben, that mustard ain't putting itself on there, buddy. And he's like, oh, sorry, Dad. So he opens up the mustard packet, put the mustard on the hot dog, and Lasher goes, yeah, that's right. That's how you do it. Thanks. But that's how Gene Lasker rolls. So I can only imagine that you're not, that you're not washing the full-blown 3-ton F450 2026 Patriot Lariat King Ranch, 4-wheel drive, $120,000 death wrecking machine that Lasker's got. And I'm sure that poor kid cannot clean it correctly.
No, he does. I'll just teach him how to wash from the top down.
Yeah, see,
he'll start washing the fenders, and then he'll start washing the windows down. The soap's going back over the fenders, which you're already washed.
Right, see.
Wasting time.
Coben, you got to start at the very, very top. You might have to get a ladder.
I don't want to do something twice.
And so, actually, the best way to get on top of the top of the roof, is to actually get in the back of the tailgate. So you take your hose, squirt it all down, wash it all down with the soap.
No, you don't get in the tailgate in Gene's world. It's,
you don't?
It's getting the ladder.
Oh.
It's getting that 10-foot ladder.
Is it a ladder, Gene, or is it? So there's.
It's a king cat. It's a 4-door.
I know, but I'm saying
you can't get the front of the roof from the bed.
Oh, okay, all right. You're right. It's a king cab. It's a crew cab. Right. So he needs a ladder. So gotta get a ladder. You gotta wash it from the top on down. That way you're gonna be able going over the fenders.
Right. You wash the driver's side top, then go to the passenger side top, then get all the windows, and then hood, and then fenders, doors.
Are you a guy that? See, I'm the kind of guy that just drives my car up and down the road a little bit, like get up to 50, 60, and it's pretty dry. And then I may come back and maybe take the air compressor with the squirt nozzle and try to, dry out it a little bit.
No, I got a chamois cloth.
Oh, you're a chamois guy?
Yep, get out there with the towel.
Man.
I mean, listen, it looked
Hold
good.
on, let me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a chamois guy.
Yeah, but
I can
cleans
wash
up any spots you might have missed.
I'll get I'll run it through the car wash, and then I'll come home and get a little of my Lucas, little mist oil, that like the spray on wax.
Oh yeah.
And kind of give it a little wax in a little bit, and then I'm not chamois guy. No way. If I figure from me driving it home from the car wash, hitting 60, 70 for a little bit.
Nah, it still dots up.
It's gonna dry nicely. That's why I got a piddly ass little F-150, and he's got the badass 450. I guess if Lummy, you're spending $120,000 for a truck, you probably would use a Chamois compared to do the air dry willy like me.
Well, I mean, it's good when you have your assistant too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a Chamois is real easy when you're sitting in the. Hold on. And Chamois real easy to operate when you're sitting in the lawn chair, looking at your Facebook page, giving orders out to your 16-year-old son. Chamois real nice. Right? I mean, every dad should do a
Especially when he's smart and he learns quick.
Yeah, he can chamois the hell and then teach him how to squeeze it out, and then that's how you dry it right there. Yep.
Chamois to keep you from having to wash it again.
I'm not a big chamois guy. I'm just telling you. I hate it. Because growing up with Doug Clem, he was a chamois guy.
Oh God.
So every time you wash that one of his various antique cars, there was a real, you don't use certain kind of, you couldn't use regular soap. You had to use certain kind of soap, like a certain kind of won't hurt the paint soap kind of deal.
Yeah.
And you can't put
I'm in the Rain-X Gold.
And then you can't put, you can't just open the nozzle up, full blast because you can't hit the paint that hard. You got to kind of do more of a misting deal on it,
Right.
So Doug Clip, I learned the right way. And then you take a chamois and you dry it, and then you take another chamois and dry it, like 2 chamois. You got to 2 chamois this thing, because one chamois will just get so saturated that you can't keep squeezing it out. But
the second chamois got more of a polishing agent type skin on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're straight white trash, then your kid's out there doing the double chamois, one with the polisher.
Why have a paint job if you're not going to show it off?
One with the paint. Now, when does Coben officially graduate from "I'm my dad's slave"? When does he? When can he stop being?
Stops breathing.
Oh.
So never.
So. One would say that for the rest of your natural life, Coben is going to be on point to be your human slave at all times.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Can you
ain't getting the kingdom for free.
Well, I understand that. I understand. I mean, but even when he's 35, you're going to make him, be out there being a slave?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he could ever go out and live on his own and get married and have kids and do all that kind of craziness? Or do you think that Coben's a stay-at-home till he's 25, 26 guy?
I don't know.
I think he is.
Do you think he's going to stay home for a while?
Yeah, because I think he's going to learn the business. And while he's learning the business, he could stay there for free rent. I mean, because you ain't charging him.
He can stay there for free his whole life.
That's what I'm saying. There comes a point where he eventually wants his own crib.
I mean, you can take one of my houses over there, too.
But he's still kind of under your thumb a little bit. You'd still know all of his coming. So, Coben, let me ask you a question. There was a red pickup truck here last night about 8:30.
I don't care about all that.
Who was that? Oh, it was my friend Fred. He came over. We played some video game stuff. Okay, you sir? Fred, huh? Okay. You ain't gonna be getting any girls over there now. You know what they'll do to you? They'll ruin you, buddy. I'm just telling you. Not everyone's like your mama. Your mama's good. She's a good lady. But, man, most of them bitches out there, Coben, they're scandalous. Let me tell you that right now. They're scandalous. Phew. Make that money, buddy. Just live here. You still gotta be my slave a little bit, okay, buddy? You're gonna be my slave living across the street, okay? You're not gonna be my slave that actually lives with me. I'm gonna have you across the street there, Coben. But when you hear if I need something, you better get your ass over here. I'll whip.
If you hear this, come running.
Yeah. So, Gene, are you going to sit in your recliner and just blast off your horn?
Right.
And your son's got to run across the street?
I can do it with the door shut. He'll hear it.
Gee, Lummy, you're 30 years old. Your dad's in his recliner. You live across the street in his rental property, and you're still on call. And as soon as you hear a horn, you got to go blasting out of your house, run across the street, and jam into your dad's house. Yes, Dad, what do you need?
His friends will be going, man, you got to run over there every time your dad hits that horn? He goes, yeah, man, you ever met my dad?
Dad,
better.
What do you need? Hey, Coben, I think my truck needs washed today. You know how to do it, 2 chamois. All right, Dad. I'll get it.
I really hurt his chances with the ladies too.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting trying to put
Listen, he's going to be able to use all of my stuff to get ladies.
Yeah, but he's dead, but not until you die, buddy.
No,
that's going to be a while.
What are you trying to get a little something,
my
something?
Cars, my trucks.
All right, so what do you got? 30 years left on you? No, I mean, what do you got? Maybe.
I got 30 years left on me.
Get that sleep apnea fix, you will.
How are you?
About 25.
I think you got about 25 left on you.
Yeah, but what
So
are
that
you
means
trying
he's
to-
not going to be. He's going to be like almost
No,
45.
I'm talking about. No, he
he's
can
going to be
take
40.
my, he can take my hot rod.
He's
going
going
to
to be 40. He's going to be 45 before he gets all that stuff. So you're saying like if he was like 22 and he had this hot chick and he came over and said, "Hey, Dad."
Yeah, and she's saying, "Hey,
I really like hot rods.
I can't go out this weekend because I gotta help my parents plant plants out there in the yard and stuff." And he can say, "I got a tractor. I'm gonna come borrow it, help you out." See?
Yeah, well, he'll have a lot of things at his disposal.
Yeah, but what if he's like sitting
He'll
there
also
and
be able to
he's-
say, I got a 34 coupe with
That's
900,
right.
900 horsepower.
Yeah, but get that, and then he takes her back to the house. He's starting to, and then, to hear
next
the
thing you know,
honk, honk, honk.
yeah. Hey, hey, Coben, I know it's 10:30, but I don't think that microwave popcorn's gonna pop itself. I don't think.
I ain't gonna do all that.
I don't think that popcorn's gonna put itself in the microwave. Listen, don't you burn it. I'm just telling you right now. You gotta listen for pops, and it's if it
He
doesn't
burns
pop,
biscuits all the
if
time.
it doesn't pop for 3 seconds, then that means it's ready. Okay, but that popcorn ain't gonna pop itself, Coben, with salt, butter, and a drink. Dad, I was just in the middle of getting some ass. Yeah, that ass is gonna wait for you. I tell you that right now.
It won't go bad.
Yeah,
Not like them biscuits getting burnt.
That ass isn't the one that raised you and gave you human trafficked you and everything. No, that's me. That's your pops. Thank you for that popcorn. If you hear the horn, try to keep it. I know I try to keep it down. But if I need something real bad, like if I run out of toilet paper or something, you're gonna be hearing it, buddy. Just be ready. Poor kid's
ready.
Poor kid's like 32. He's still at Gene's horn call. Remember on Breaking Bad that with Walter White, they had that one old guy that sat in the wheelchair.
Yeah, he rang the bell.
And he couldn't talk, or he was such a pimp, and he would just ring the bell when he needed service, and then because he was such a old school OG gangster, he'd have like 2 or 3 of his sons come over and whatever Pop needed, he got, but he would just hit that bell.
That's Gene. That's going to be Gene.
Yeah, Gene. That's you, my friend. Now, Gene, let me ask you a question before I go into words. Are you going to actively, potentially try to go to a place and get this diagnosed, or are you just going to write it out?
No, I'm going to go somewhere.
All right.
I'm going to try to find some place today.
Today?
Well, why not?
Okay. I just I'm so worried they're going to put that fish hook in your tongue with
you never see it.
with a chin pulley system, and the only way to tighten it, Lummy, is to go through this robot like screw they put in your chin, which I'm assuming they just don't leave externally. I'm sure they have to dig in there and get it. Yeah. So when you need an adjustment where they got to tighten it up a little bit,
it's under your chins. Who cares? The scar under your chin's cool.
All right.
We deviated from the norm, and look what came of it.
You have some issues, kid.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Promo cadet. That's right. Coben's playing the long game and winning. It sure is. I don't see no thumbs on these pages. Nobody's doing the thumb thing.
Get the thumbs. Small Town Bourbon 35 Street Watch.
It's real simple, man. Just hit the thumbs.
What's up, Cable Dog?
Semi-auto glass Travis.
Travis, our trash guy. Our Free Fred. Team can't figure out, or Jay can't figure out his sleep issues.
All right, let me thank you.
Thank you.
That's right. Wallace. E. Wallace. Say it. Thumbs. Group of Lips. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glenn Longnecker. Hit that thumb. Jess Heat. There you go, Uncle Rookie. Get them thumbers going.
Cass, did you forget a tire ratchet? David King. Go Chuddamungas.
Chuddamungas are getting busy now. The Rumbelators are really hitting the thumbs up. Oh, no, their chattables are coming right back.
Let's see how many thumbs Gene's got in the first hour. Let's see. Gene, what's your thoughts on Larson's slide job on Tim's the other night?
Florida deputy kills his ex-girlfriend then himself. That sucks.
That's what we're covering next.
Wow.
Do you know? You want to hear this? You know Joe Dirt, my announcer?
Yeah.
You know Joe Dirt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Dirt's our like.
Well, he's an announcer from hell, man.
Well,
he used to go to.
He announced us all through our sprint car. Like, he did.
Oh, no, yeah.
You know, he announced us a lot. When we raced, and now he works for me. He's the best. I fucking love him. This was his niece.
It's his niece?
The woman who died is his niece.
Oh, poor Dirt.
I know, and Joe texted me. I didn't. He's like,
oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm.
Pretty stuff to go, Steve.
Poor dude. I remember
He was the one that announced when I was on fire in Volusia. But all those tracks hired Joe back in the day. He would do a track on Friday, a track on Saturday. So he was, he's the premier.
No, he is the premier announcer.
But he is now. But then prior to that, it was probably that Jack Miller guy from East Bay.
Jack Miller was good
because he came from up north, and then he was good. And then Jack, I think Joe kind of was like the next.
Now, wasn't Joe Dirt there before you?
Where?
At your track.
Yeah. He used to. Yes, he would announce for Angie and the guys who owned it before us.
Right.
Yeah, Mike and Angie. So he was the Ocala.
Because he.
So when I bought it, I'm like, well, fuck. Because a lot of times, you'll replace some of your track workers and shit with your friends and what have you. And I had that Billy Aspern doing race directing for a couple of years, and I didn't like the way he talked to.
So did Joe Dirt get along with everybody that got changed and all?
Oh yeah, Joe Dirt. But the one position that I absolutely, when we bought the place, the first person I called was Joe. Be like, Joe, listen, me and Tom Bean just bought Ocala Speedway. Will you stay on as the announcer? And he's like, oh, of course. Because him and I are friends.
Right.
So he was like, of course. So it's him and I have had a great friendship. Him and I stay in touch outside of him just being at the track. He listens to the show.
Well, he was being interviewed by Speed Sport News or something, and they asked him, "What was your when you're talking to your race drivers out on the field, and what was the funniest or what sticks in your mind the most of what a driver told you or told the fans?"
Resumes. Bubba the Love Sponge. Listener supported at the Bubba Army on PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App.
Bubba the Love Sponge. It's the Bubba
the Love Sponge Show. A brand new one drops in 2 days. What is the podcast tomorrow?
The Cartel one.
The Cartel one. Probably Cartel. And then next is going to be
the night.
The Iran.
Oh, yeah, but I was. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
But there's also the night one that's the next one that was recorded because we've been looking ahead at how they recorded.
Oh, the Night Stalker?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so.
Is the guy that was with you at the movies, not the movies, at the.
Comedy Deal.
Comedy Deal.
Yeah, that's Matt Cox.
That's your guy.
That's the guy that did like 15 years in federal prison for being like the best bank fraudster ever. Meaning like he could forge checks and steal identities and recreate deeds for homes.
Do you feel something strange about that guy?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
He seems to be like he's an alien.
Well, you think he's an alien?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that he's got a little bit of an alien look
like a
about him.
reptile.
He's a reptile alien.
A reptile.
I'm sure Matt's
you know
gonna love. I love that. I'm sure he's
like,
gonna love that description.
They got a name for that? Reptilian?
No, they don't have a name for it. So anyway, listen. I have a new podcast with a guy named Pete Rossini. This guy is this guy, my co-host, did 25 years in federal prison. He was Gene knows the guy. Gene knows the guy because this guy, Paul Rossini, who did 25 years, I think his last 7 of which were at Coleman, and he has, like, within the I'm not trying to get too descriptive, but within the outlaw community,
he helped a lot of them.
They all know who he helped 2 outlaw bikers get their sentences reduced. Like, drastically. Like, he was their guy in prison.
Because they didn't deserve to be in there, man. And he found the loophole that
nobody else was. But what I'm saying, nobody else was helping a guy.
No.
This Pete Rossini guy, who's
my
co-host,
lawyers crazy money.
And so Pete Rossini, like my co-host, like you'd understand, he can roll around any Outlaws event and mention 2 names, and the outlaw who he's dealing with will quickly understand that this guy's a made man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Like, he's a made man.
He goes straight to the bar.
In the outlaw world, he's a made man.
Yep.
Like, you guys would do anything.
In all the biker worlds, because he helped the Hells Angels.
He helped the
Banditos.
Yeah. Yep. So, like,
because we all stick together when we're in jail.
Right. That's what people don't realize is that Pete told me this. Listen to this, Lummy. Like, you would think that, different ethnicities in prison are called cars. So, like, you got the white car, you got the black car, you got the Italian, car, you got,
Cuban car.
You got different, you got the Cuban car, the Mexican car,
biker car.
But then within the white car, you'll have a biker car. And that is, and this is in the one time. And like it's a code among brothers. Like, Hells Angels and Outlaws do not like each other. They do not try to show up to the same events. Like, it's always some type of gunshot. Like, they just, it's just not good.
Right.
So they self-police themselves by staying out each other's territories. Like, it's an underwritten code amongst thieves, if you will. Well, when they get in prison, the dynamic absolutely flips, and the outlaw and the Hells Angel and the Mongol and the Banditos, they're now all boys because they have to form an alliance to be able to fight, the Mexicans, the Cuban, like all these other, potential threats, because there's a whole hierarchy in prison, like who gets the extra food and who gets off-duty jobs, and like there's a whole ecosystem of how the jail runs. And you gotta so the bikers, the Hells Angel and Outlaw, who hated each other in Sturgis and wanted to shoot each other, but they're in prison together in Leavenworth, Kansas. They're now buddies.
Yep.
They're like, hey buddy, listen, why we're in here, we're boys. Now, when we go out and we finally get out of here and you put your jacket on and I put my jacket on, well,
I'm gonna knock you down.
It might not be the same. But while we're in here, brother, we're together. So Pete went and cut deals with all of these motorcycle clubs, all these ethnicities, and he's my co-host, and the guy's just absolutely like Rain Man.
Just knows everything.
Oh, my Lord. So we start talking about, next Thursday, Lummy, the issue is going to be the Iranian war. Like,
yes.
The current, Pete's, or however, we're going to have to think how we thumbnail it. But so 2 weeks ago, we were taping a podcast, and I go, the podcast is done, and a lot of times, Gene, we just sit over there and talk a little bit. Actually, Erica went and got us Subway 12-inch subs. So we had a sub at lunch, like right at 12, and then after we got done taping, we had a sub. And we're just sitting there kind of eating, and I asked Pete 2 weeks ago, I go, Pete, because he's very smart. Like, it's just, he's unbelievably smart. And I go, what's really happening over in Iran? Like, do you have an opinion of it? Like, is there something the news ain't telling us? Because I think that, like, no smart people in the world that I live in, and I don't even think maybe Tucker Carlson or even Joe Rogan, I've never seen anybody go on and break this war down as to what's really happening, what started it, where is it really headed? And, where is it, when is it going to end? Like any type of, I've not seen anybody make those predictions or report what's really happening. What people don't realize is this is actually part of a four-pronged system that Trump implemented when he took office in January of 2025. There were 4 things he wanted to do, and this is the third thing. The fourth came because the third's going so badly, and this is everything that's happening right now in Iran is based on one thing, and that is Venezuela, Iran, Russia, and China. Lummy, we're all part of the BRICS financial system.
Yes.
And they've all, they now all of those countries, with the exception of Venezuela, because look what we did to them. We went and took their leader out because we had to put somebody in there that would play ball with us. But here's the deal. This is what we're so scared of, and this is what collapses our economy. And this is what is just so very scary, is that there are these 4 or 5 countries that are getting ready. They have switched how they trade oil from U.S. dollars to this new Chinese financial instrument, the new Chinese currency that by the way, China has backed with gold. So like their new financial system, which Russia started trading their oil with that currency. China trades its oil with that currency. Venezuela and Iran both. Well, Venezuela did until we came in and took them out. And, people don't realize this is all based on that. This is all based on us. And we needed a reason to invade Iran so that we could put in the leader so that they can switch back to the U.S. dollar in the trading of their oil. Because it's devaluing our dollar, making our bonds that other country buys in as an investment to our country, these bonds that they buy, well, they're no longer buying the bonds because we've dirty it's just I can't even deep dive into the fact that how deep this really is. This started out with this started out with an assassination attempt on Putin from the United States. Now, nobody has reported that. And Pete shows you the evidence, shows you the news clip. Yeah, listen to this. People don't know this. This was in January, and Trump was supposed to have a conference call with Putin in early January. And so, but Putin, because they're in this Ukrainian, Russian deal now going on 4 years, which, by the way, we have under Biden, we made, and they're both, listen, Trump, Biden, this even goes back to some things that Obama, Obama ruled on. So all of them are guilty of it. It just happens to be that Trump's got the hot potato right now. But, so we went into Venezuela and switched, what did we do? We told the leader. And what do we always blame when we invade a country or we got to blow something up or something? What do we always blame?
Well,
drugs.
Yeah.
Because Americans believe, man, drug dealers are bad. Speedboats leaving Venezuela with 50 tons of cocaine, bad, blow them up. When really we needed to create an optic that we were doing, a terror or an interdiction about drugs, and this was all about fentanyl getting to the United States, when really we just needed to get the leader out of there because we needed to put a leader in there that would change the way they trade oil, which, by the way, Venezuela is one of the largest oil producers in the world. And so, so actually, we go and put the vice president in there, who actually was the liaison between the Venezuelan drug cartel and the president. She was the one that was most active. The president put her in charge of dealing with the cartel. That's the person we put in charge because she promised Trump and she delivered. And there's news clips of Trump talking about how, now Venezuela, is dancing with us. We're going to start brokering all of Venezuela oil. And they're changing the way they trade oil from the Chinese-backed, whatever the hell it is, to the U.S. dollar. So we picked off Venezuela. So let me listen to this. So Ukraine and Russia are involved in a war that's now been going on for 4 years. Well, I guess they're always, Zelensky and Putin are always on the move. Like they don't stay anywhere more than a couple days because intel will eventually leak as to where they are. And that, they're both of them want to kill each other. Russia wants to kill Zelensky and Ukraine wants to kill Putin, right? I mean,
well, yeah.
So every couple days, both sides of the fence, Zelensky and Putin are both kind of moving around. Well, Trump had a conference call with Putin. And Putin, because they had to tell the United States where Putin was in the amongst of his 5, 6, 7 different properties that he potentially hides out at, because Trump, these leaders don't call from they call from a landline. And so the Russian government gave Trump the information on where to contact, Putin at. And so in the interim of the 3 or 4 hours before they got the number as to where to call to get a hold of Putin so that him and Trump can talk. And by the time that they talked, Ukraine had sent drones to that house. And the Russian defense system had to shoot them down. But how would have Ukraine gotten his precise location when he has a 5 or 6 or 7 location rotation? How would have Ukraine had the right geographical, GPS numbers to send drones, these explosive drones, to take out a guy if Donald Trump didn't give the information? How do they get that? How does Ukraine get the actual location of Putin, who's scheduled on a call with Trump in 2 hours? How does Ukraine get that information?
Interesting.
So Russia is full hot on this deal. That's when Rubio had to go over there. If you put all this whole timeline together, people are like, okay, that's when Rubio went over there, and he said that him and you go back, and Rubio did go over to Russia or had an interaction with a Russian guy at one of the summits or things like that, and Russia says what the hell to Marco Rubio, to our Secretary of State, what the hell? We have reason to believe that you guys were trying to assassinate Putin. Because how else would anybody know the location? We change his location, multiple times a day. All of a sudden, he's got a conference call with your leader, and 2 hours before it, there's these destructive drones that we had to shoot out of the sky. So they told Rubio, you got one coming. Well, guess what the one coming has been? Their backing of Iran. All of the Iranian missiles that are being shot right now are all Russian and China-based. So Pete breaks this all down, and it's unbelievable. And do you know where it ends up? The whole story has 4 parts to it, and the final 4th part is we now have had to strong arm Mexico. Our economy is so bad, and China has the upper hand so greatly over us, and Iran is not down and out and on its last leg. No, they've been planning for this for quite a long time, and they have engineered. And you want to hear this? I've never heard this either. So, remember when we were bombing the hell out of them the first 6 or 7 days? Yeah. Well, they had all of Russia's old missiles from the 80s that never have been blown off. They went and used all these junk missiles. Oh yeah, the waste arm. Yeah, the waste arms. From the 80s that Russia gave them for 18 cents, and each missile that we had, our missiles to take out their missiles were $3 and $4 million a missile for us to take out. So they did that on purpose. They ran all this 87 junk through that we had to intercept with our high dollar stuff, and now people don't realize, and Pete has said that the media has not reported, but we're way lower on munitions than they're leading to believe. There's desalination plants, all of the Saudi Arabia oil refineries, all of that. We got nukes. All of that's unguarded. So when we fight back,
President Lasker takes out half the world over there.
All these pause and engagements and ceasefires, it's all based on the supreme leader gets a hair up his ass and we're like, hey, let's blow up Qatar, their desalination plant. So they blew that up a couple nights ago to show us the good, but they're not reporting that to us. Like, I never knew that Iran blew up one of our allies' desalinization plants, and
What does that do?
95% of the whole entire country's water comes from that desalinization plant, and they blew up the electric plant right beside it just to kind of, they're like kind of being a dick, and they're being like, the media's not reporting this to you, but it's of Pete's opinion and from his various sources and the things that he's very well read, is that it doesn't look really good for us. Like, it looks really bad. Like, bad. Like, and if we invade them, just to kind of give you the payoff, here's what Pete says. We need to be kind of like baby facing and sign some kind of deal that's very, anti-us and pro-them, because they have us by the balls, and Trump knows it. And he got bad intel into getting into this. His Harvard and Yale grads that don't really know anything about street fighting, or, when you put somebody like, an Iranian's back against the wall and he has nothing to lose, and his religion will reward him for dying, that's a whole different person than you're used to fighting. And this was supposed to be four nights, 96 hours. If you go back and Google that, that's what they were selling this initially as. 4 nights, 96 hours. And Pete says that Iran, now, Lummy might want to look this up because he claims it.
All right.
He said Iran, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. So I don't get too far behind, because I got a bunch of things to cover, including this Pinellas County deputy guy, a deputy sheriff, got into an argument with his ex-girlfriend. They were no longer together, and she's beautiful.
She's doing the fit instructor.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, and by the way, she's our good friend Joe Dirt, the world famous announcer, one of the best ever. Supposedly, this was his niece. He texted me yesterday and it alerted me of the story, but this is the worst story ever. This crazy-ass cop went, and they had broken up. I don't know how many. They had broken up a little bit before. They weren't together anymore, and I guess he wanted his big screen TV or something, and maybe she said no. He killed her and then killed himself. Now, over a TV.
Oh, it was over that more than a TV.
Well, I'm just saying. So we got that story to do, too.
He wasn't getting him touching it no more, so.
Well, Gene,
no one can.
When you're not touching it anymore, buddy, you don't.
Gotta kill it.
No, you don't, Gene. You don't got it.
That's what he thought.
Well, no, it's not right, though. You know that.
Yeah. A lot of things ain't right, but it's kind of,
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
Anyway, let me, not this Thursday, but next, I've gotten very long-winded down the road. The Deadly Intentions, which, by the way, follow the Deadly Intentions, all platforms, but mostly we like for you to subscribe and get a notification on our YouTube channel, which is at Deadly Intentions Show. We have 3 episodes up now. We have one that drops tomorrow. At 10 o'clock. It's about kind of how the cartel runs. And then next Thursday will be the podcast that I recorded yesterday that I've been talking about. And that's Pete breaking down this Iranian war situation and how we really got into it and where we're really headed. And it's scary. It's absolutely scary as to how Pete describes our country as virtually at its tipping point, where the banking industry shuts down. We have double-digit inflation. We have mass layoffs and unemployment. The bond market goes to, we can't even afford to pay our interest on our revolving $40 trillion debt for the first time in the history.
So we just renege on it.
Well, that's inevitably what we might have to do.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, Pete does get into that too.
Did you want it to be like a 2-part series?
Because
it is lengthy. So
yeah, we could do that. Let's do that.
I'll talk to Gary about it.
We'll do part 1, next Thursday, and then part 2 we'll keep people kind of guessing for the high spot. And if you guys would need me to, record a couple of things saying, hey, this is part 1, and so now we're going to start part 2. Like if maybe you guys want to record me doing that, or if, Gary could just graphically put in there without, having me record it.
Yeah, it probably would be
part
better.
1 and part 1 and 2. And when we do part 1, we say it's part 1 of 2, meaning there's one next week coming that you're going to want to hit. So, yeah, let's do a 2-part deal. Is Gary good with that? It was so long. I mean, it probably, even if you whittled it down, we taped 4:30. We had a 30-minute lunch. So let's say we taped 4. And probably of that, you can probably only cut out about 15 or 20 minutes. So, you're at 3:40. I'd rather not cut out that 15 or 20 minutes, really leave it in its integrity, less the graphics that he needs to show, and make it make a 2-part series. That way you got a couple hour and 20 or an hour. You got two 1:30s play better than 1 3-hour.
Yeah, I think people sitting down. Yeah.
So let's do that. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Deadly Intentions show. The podcast that drops tomorrow is about the cartel, and the next Thursday will be the first part of the 2-part what's really happening in Iran. And here's the deal: I sat there for 4 hours and listened to this dude, and about 95% of what he was telling me, in the way that and listen, we pretty much keep up on the news. That's part of our job, is to kind of keep up what's happening, the big high spots, and we talk about them accordingly. Whether it's the WNBA, whether there's this deputy from our own backyard that killed his girlfriend last night, whether it's
where was he from?
Pinellas County.
No kidding.
And she lived in Pasco. But we're part of the news cycle. We kind of have a general idea as to what the pop culturally the news is, right?
Yes.
And I've not heard the media that I've consumed, from CNN to Fox to NBC News Now to ABC to CBS to Rogan and Tucker, and I keep up on Megyn Kelly a little bit, what she's talking about, all the various sources that I go to, some of which is not legacy media like CBS and NBC, but instead they're free thinking, journalistic, Dan Bonagino, they're smart people. And I don't know that I've heard anybody break it down the way Pete did, and it all makes sense. It's amazing how we got into this deal, why we got into this deal, and we've way miscalculated these stinky bastards. And these people this is something I might want you to verify. Pete claims that just recently, how we're always getting these reports from Trump. Oh, listen, just a couple more days. I heard that they're broke and they're not even paying their soldiers. It's going to be any day now. Well, that's not what Iran's saying on their news conferences. And supposedly, they're so cocky and so prepared for this to go long term and have way more munitions and the back. And let's not also forget who's backing them. China and Russia, they're backing Iran because we've done both of them dirty. Pete goes through how we did both of them so dirty. And so Iran can make this thing go on for a very long time. We all think they're a bunch of stupid-ass goat herders living in the mountains. No, they are very sophisticated. They've been preparing for this event for 23 years, and they, we've underestimated them drastically. And supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but I think, Pete wouldn't have said it otherwise. He said that they have sent word back to the United States that negotiations are off. Now wait till you hear this. And they're not interested in negotiating with Donald Trump for the rest of his term, and they'll pick up negotiations with who the next president will be. They sent that back supposedly to Trump. Now, how optimistic is that? What's that say?
Smoke their hospitals.
Well, Gene,
smoke their schools so they can't grow up to beat them.
Well,
smoke it all.
We can't.
We
can't, because they have missiles targeted right at Saudi Arabia's refineries. They've already lobbed a few over there, right at all of Saudi Arabia's desalination plants.
Well, then Saudi Arabia
and then
better get their militia up.
Then all of our allies who spend the most money in our bond market now are scrambling because their refinery just got blown up and their desalination plant just got grown. And they're like, listen, you need to make this stop or we're going to stop buying your U.S. bonds. And our bond markets and like it's just like man, it's not nobody that I know has reported the things that came out of Pete's mouth yesterday that I, for the most part, think is 100% true. Because I mean, he sits there with all of his facts printed out. You see, he's got
yes, he does.
He's got highlighted.
That dude knows too much.
Oh my God, he's brilliant. And let me just tell you something. Maybe you're not a Deadly Intentions guy. Maybe you've not watched any of our 3 podcasts. It's kind of got a true crime.
I have.
But there are probably some people that haven't, and I understand that. But man, next week you've just for as being a man, or being a woman, or being an adult, and more so just an American that's really concerned about and loves our country, loves our way of life, knows that prices are a little inflated right now, but we could still, if this is the worst it gets, we're going to be okay, right? We'll pull out of it. Just, you got to be a little bit more frugal. You got to button it down a little bit, but I don't think it. Pete says, man, it's about to get ready to be like martial law.
I want some of that.
Like it's getting ready to be like 10% unemployment, 15% inflation. The bond market has crashed, all because we decided we couldn't take a loss or sign a weak document. That's the only thing that's going to get us out of Iran, according to Pete, is if we sign a not so favorable document. Whereas if we get too prideful and try to act like we're all that, when realistically, we got a country that we were supposed to be done with in 4 nights and 96 hours, and we're going on our 6th month right now.
But you didn't believe in that a month ago. You believed in we don't want to.
No, I know. So, Gene, because you're right. I went into this podcast with the mentality, the only thing that we could, in my opinion,
with a bunch of pride.
The only thing that we could do was to just bomb the hell out of them, bomb them to oblivion.
Don't look weak.
Here's what we underestimated. And tell me this, Lummy, no news channel ever reported this, and this is factual. So Trump was told. Pete goes on to say this is all because Trump was given bad info. This isn't necessarily all his fault, but his Yale and his Harvard professors and lawyers and the people that he listens to and gets his information from, they so miscalculated this that they've hung him out to dry now. And they're like, it's really, really, really bad. Also, Lummy, our oil reserves, which is what has been keeping gas a little bit reasonable. Our oil reserve, because we've been using our oil reserves are what they call it's something tank, dirty tank. So when an oil petroleum, tank that's holding your oil preserve, once it gets down to like an eighth of it, less than a quarter, that's all sediment and not good oil. Like they have to at that point wash the tanks out and start over. Once they get down to that final little bit, it's not good oil. Well, we're scheduled to hit that in our oil reserves the first week of September, and so. He's like, and if we invade them, if we think that we have to win this and invade them and potentially go in and kill their supreme leader and put our guy in there, boots on the ground, all of this, CIA operatives and all this, he's like, it's going to absolutely ruin the financial market, and it's just going to be an absolute dumpster fire. And I'm like, man, is it really that bad? Is it really that fragile? Or he's like, this is the most fragile tipping point in modern day history. Like worse than the 2008 financial crisis, worse than, maybe even the Depression back in 32, all because of this war that we can't get out of. And man, it just freaks you out. Because it's stuff that, I think is factual, because he's reciting the Wall Street Journal or various other credible sources when he's giving you the data that he's giving. But man, nobody's giving it to you like the way he is. It'll freak you out. It's a must watch. That'll be next Thursday, right, Lum?
Yes, it is.
And tell Gary, I think that, we can really make it good now that we have we're not having to get it done by tomorrow.
Yeah, we if we do the 2-part thing, we'll make sure it's done right.
How's our new guy working out?
Good.
We need to talk about that off the air.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we got a new guy that's helping Gary a little bit.
Oh,
because
okay,
Gary
cool.
has so much. Like, if you take the Daily Show and cut it up into shorts and continue just do Gary his day-to-day duties of cutting up the show and getting it on various platforms and creating shorts and reels and mid-level, it's just impossible. It's almost impossible, Lummy, for him to just keep up with the Daily Show. And then when you throw on the podcast deal to the poor guy, at that time you probably got to get him some help.
Yes.
So hopefully this guy's working out for Gary.
Yeah.
Perfect. When we get back, we'll talk about Lummy. Gene.
Yeah.
Jimmy Cleavis texted me, and he had this surgery done.
Of what?
And he said they shrink your tongue with electricity. Then they cut your uvula and teardrop skin in the back of your throat.
That's what I want.
And he said, I've had it done, and it's the worst surgery ever.
Really?
That may not be what you want.
Only ear,
not.
nose, and throat doctors can do the surgery. I said, so the recovery was bad? He goes, the worst. And this guy's had back surgeries and shoulders.
He's rugged.
And he's rugged, Gene.
Yeah.
Way more rugged than you.
Whatever.
Yeah. When we get back, we're going to get into the Florida deputy deal and the WNBA, because the WNBA is just an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, it's absolutely
fun to watch.
You could not, as the commissioner of the league, you could not mishandle and let the crazy 70% African-American women run the entire league and make it so woke that it's a joke. They finally might have to be held accountable and define what a woman is, because these two African-American super badass former NBA guys that are 1 year removed from the league and one 6'11", they would average 70 points a game.
Why don't we send a guy in there with a wig?
There's been two former NBA guys that have already declared themselves eligible for the WNBA draft next year, and now the WNBA actually might have to define what a woman is. When they've had these stupid ass coaches that have worn, trans kids belong. That's all fine and dandy until you got an African American man that's a 10-year NBA veteran that averaged 12 points in the NBA. Now think about it. It may not sound like that's not Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry type numbers, but to average 12 points in the league, Lummy, that ain't bad.
No, that's not.
That ain't bad.
12 points and six shots?
No, he would average. This guy's average was 12 points and he had a 10-year NBA career. So the guy's up like a stud. And he's gonna
say he's a girl?
He's gonna say he's a girl. Might wear some lipstick, may put his hair in a braid.
And get $1 million a year.
Oh, no, I don't know what he's going to get a year, but I'll just tell you this, Lummy, it would almost be like Grape Ape standing in the middle. Remember when Grape Ape would play basketball?
Yes.
And they would just throw it real high, and he'd go, Grape Ape. And then he'd just pick it, and he would literally just be dropping the ball. He was, hole. Yeah, nobody could stop Grape Ape.
Yeah, good luck stopping him.
So this guy would just be you just throw the ball up high. Nobody can get it except him. And then he just turns around and dunks it.
Do they got a rule there in the WBAs that
No, they don't have a rule that what a woman is. So
no.
If you
they're not allowed to pull each other's hair.
I'm sure.
Because all them black girls got wigs, man. I'd be snatching them wigs off.
No, Gene, we're not snatching any wigs off any black girls.
They do pull hair.
Yeah. It's a foul.
So it's going to cause the WNBA now, they want to be all inclusive and all this kind of, everybody's inclusive. And so they have not defined what a woman is. So in their collective bargaining agreement, it says the only eligibility to be a player is to be a woman. Well, what's a woman? You have to actually say born with the XX gene, biologically born as a woman with the XX gene. XYs are males. So they need to roll back. WNBA just needs to listen. Your eligibility of being a woman is based on the fact that you are XX gene. Is that called your genealogy or gene? You have the XX gene. That means you're a girl. If you got the XY gene, that means you're a boy. You can't, put lipstick on the definition of what XX and XY is. You're either one or the other. But God forbid that WNBA actually has to be, actually make a definitive, somewhat controversial call. I don't understand how it's a controversial call, how it's just a no-brainer that women should play against women and that men who are far usually superior in physical attribute, just men are wired and are different than women, bigger muscle mass, more testosterone, whatever. We got a penis, they got a vagina. And so, we are far superior than they are athletically. Not that I am, but
you'd still score probably 10 to 15 points.
No, I would. No, I would. They would smoke me. My fat ass. Lummy, I couldn't even
smoke you too.
Lummy, I couldn't. I'd have to cherry pick and just play one side. I couldn't run.
Kill you.
I couldn't run all the way down. I
run
get
you
killed.
to death.
I get killed. But there's
man,
some.
She run right around you.
But there are some guys.
You see her play.
There are some men, Lummy, that Well, I think the Clay Travis guy said that the average good boys high school basketball team could beat an all-star team full of WNBA girls.
Oh, it's kind of like in soccer. So, what do you mean? Like I think there was like 12-year-old men's soccer, 13-year-old men's soccer or boys soccer team.
It was 13-year-old soccer team. They beat the girls Olympic team.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. So, like, a really good high school boys basketball team from any state in America could probably beat the WNBA All-Stars.
Why? Because we got kids that are 12th grade, in 10th, 11th, 12th grade that are taller.
If you get a really good team, your center's probably 6'10". I'm talking in high school.
Yeah.
6'11". Your forwards are probably going 6'7". Right, Lummy? And then your guards are both over 6. That's a big physical. Probably the center can dunk. Probably a couple of the forwards can dunk.
They're pretty quick.
There's Gene, think of this. There's no girl in the NBA right now that can dunk. Nobody. Right? It's my
I think there's one girl that can dunk.
Okay, maybe.
Really?
There might be one.
And that means, run up there with your hand in the air and then just whoosh it through.
Yeah, you run up there with your hand in the air and you whoosh it through. It's where you jump so hard and you grab the rim and act like a absolute crazy man.
Yeah, try to break the backboard.
And anybody can dunk. There's all kinds of windmill dunks and around the world dunks and behind the back dunks and through the leg dunks. Men can do that kind. Well, even high school boys can do that stuff. So if you just take that skill set and the fact that high school boys, the best of high school boys, they can dunk like probably the NBA guys, right? There's probably some 6'8" to 6'10" dudes that can really really dunk.
Do like a two-step dunk, yeah.
Exactly. There's some 7-footers in high school.
Now tell me something. Is the women's basketball, you're allowed to run with the ball further than a man's basketball game?
No, that's just the WNBA and the NBA.
No.
They don't know what traveling is.
Yeah,
they hold the ball a long time.
Yeah, they travel so much. The league is just a joke when it comes to skill set and actually refereeing.
I see that.
Refereeing, and these girls, man, they'll miss like a layup 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
An NBA guy just run up here and dunk it, right? But these are all layups, and they miss so many layups. Not that I could do it any better, but I know a lot of men that are, have a great skill set, even as low as high school, that could, beat any WNBA All-Star ever. Anyway, we got that to handle. We got WNBA dumpster fire. We got this Florida deputy that kills ex-girlfriend. We got a lot of stuff to get into. We'll do it next.
Non-scripted and unregulated.
Sort of like the same sensation you get after sex.
Bubba the Love Sponge. The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
There's I don't have that. I don't have it.
Gene, thank you for that banana.
Yeah, you're welcome. Man, that 7-Eleven on 54 has got to be the cleanest 7-Eleven in history.
Which one do you go?
Oh, Lummy, I got a proposal to make to Gene.
Oh, yeah?
About our contest. So,
What?
are you smarter than a fifth grader?
He's got a proposal for you.
For what?
Fifth grader.
I'm gonna ask
So
you
you're
a
going to
question.
pay me something if I win?
Hold on, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna put it down as law.
Put it as law?
New rules.
All right, let me get my board.
I mean, one of these days we need to sit down privately and go through the rough in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, here.
You can just kind of start roughing it in.
All right.
Oh, Lummy, what did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, he did, Gene.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I did.
What did
you hear?
Rock in the Hall of Fame.
Whoa,
One of these days we gotta sit down.
And do what?
the Love Sponge if you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle. It's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
The way it's said properly is WNBA.
It's Bubba.
Now for a word of caution.
We now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Did you hear it? Oh, yeah.
Pig Vomit. I actually worked with Pig Vomit in Jacksonville on Clear Channel.
Really?
Yeah, he went from WNBC with Howard and did was a journeyman in radio, like a operations manager, program director, and eventually ended up being the operation manager, market manager of Jacksonville, the programming side, which means when I was on Clear Channel, I think it was the Planet up there, he was the local programming rep. And, so here he was, and he knew I was just like Howard. I'm not listening to anything he was saying, So I kind of gave him that little treatment at that point. I'm like, listen, okay, whatever. So Lasker, I got a new. Well, it's not really I'm not even going to give you an opportunity to vote on it because you don't got to say so, because I'm the head of the show and you're a co-host, so you kind of got to listen to me about some stuff. I know you're here at your own free will and you can walk out at any time, but I think you actually genuinely like being on the show. I think you do. That's where you fill in, Gene. That's where you step up and say.
I'm trying to think if I really do or not.
Well, so hold on. Hold on. You don't really like to be here with us?
I like to be with you guys perfectly well, but man, getting up 4 a.m.
Well, that's all part of it. I mean, we got to do the same thing, bud.
I know, and that's why I'm never late.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, we appreciate you, and you got to. I mean, I think you've just.
I like working with you guys. I like having fun.
I mean, Lummy, he's by far the most popular co-host times 2.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he came in at 53. The next best was
53 to 21
to 23. 53, Babyface 23, Dan 22, Jay 2. So yeah, I mean, he's the man. So
why didn't Jay get any? Because he's not here much?
Yeah, exactly. Just move on. Thank you. So, listen to me. So, since you're the most popular, I need to be doing the most with you.
Okay.
The way I figured. And here, listen, if we're, the current thing that we do with you is Gene Lasker smarter than a 5th grader.
That's really not working out good on my side.
No, it's working out super good over here. It's very funny. People love it. They absolutely love it. So, I've actually got a lot of people email me, and when the Inner Council and Joe from the West Side, Kenny Price, they all kind of make contact with me on various things.
Whipping up some questions for me?
No, but like on various segments. Oh man, I really like that one. And one of the things that keeps coming back to me from regular listeners and some of my Inner Council, Lummy and stuff like that, is listen, the fans love. Are you smarter? Is Gene Lasker smarter than a 5th grader? They love it. They just love the way you blurt stuff out. They love it. So, Lummy, I got to thinking, well, realistically, if he has to put 3 together to advance or get demoted, that's 3 weeks, and chances are he's going to win 1. So we're not going to be able to progress him through the grade system.
Just gonna make them 2 at a time.
Well, no, we're going to do one. We're going to do one on We're going to add Wednesdays instead of just being on Friday. That way, Gene, you could actually move up or get demoted quicker.
2 weeks.
Because you put together three bad shows. Well, it only takes 3 shows for you to have to move. Whereas the other one would take 3 or 4 weeks.
The fans are going to put up with me wasting that much time of the show.
As long as it's your knowledge is funny. Yeah,
I don't have no knowledge.
Hey, that's why it's funny, Gene. So we're going to play, I'm just telling you, we're going to play Is Gene Lasker Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Not just on Fridays, but on Wednesdays too. Mostly so Gene can progress or get demoted quicker. Do you know how funny it is when Gene goes back down to 4th grade and now we're asking 4th grade questions and he's on the verge of maybe going back to 3rd? And he's all freaked out. Gene, we don't know where it's going to go, my friend. Gene, you have to go into this knowing that you could be a 3rd grader.
Wow.
So don't get mad at me. I mean, you're willing to put a fish hook in your tongue and with a winch system in your chin so that you can stop snoring for your
somebody
wife.
smarter than you invented it.
Well, it's not about me versus you, Gene. I'm not as funny and stupid as you are.
It's just the questions, Gene.
Yeah, Gene. But I'm just saying, be prepared to we could be going on
be prepared.
Gene, you could graduate. Gene, you could actually graduate.
Gene, think about this. On the other, we're looking at it negatively. Like you're gonna get.
I can't even do 5th grade. I'm gonna have to do 9th.
But hold on.
Are you crazy?
But Gene, just think about as you get more
I'm
smart.
gonna be in school the rest of my life.
I died before I could graduate, and I've been trying to graduate since I was 62 years old.
Every Wednesday and Friday, I was tested.
For 22 years,
Jeez.
I tried, and the highest I got was 11th grade. I died as smart as a junior in high school. But let me tell you something. I started out as a 3rd grader.
Yeah, that's right.
So how about that? I was 63 and I was in 3rd grade. Yeah, how about it? So yes, we're gonna bring back. We'll start. Gene will start it today.
All right.
I mean, now, Lummy, what's the current? Where are we at? I think, are we on 2-time loser?
Yes.
We're in 5th grade.
Yeah, after going 0-11.
So we're in 5th grade.
That was a bad day.
But hold on. So if he
0 and
loses,
11.
Lummy, if he loses today, he goes back to
5th grader,
he goes back to 4th grade.
4th grade, yes.
This would be the 3rd time. After the 3rd time, you get demoted and or promoted. So, Gene, you could be on the other side of this, being like, man, hey, I got 2 wins together. I'm fixing to go to 6th grade.
Gene's wondering, or not Gene, I'm sorry, Chat's wondering if Gene, maybe when he gets to middle school, if he could have a one-time lifeline on Chat.
What do you mean?
Like if there's one question and he can ask the question to Chat, and then he has to pick what the right answer is from Chat.
You got to get my Chatamungos helping me out.
So he can either pick the right one or the wrong one.
Oh, you mean Chad will start blurting out wrong ones?
Yeah,
and
they
right
could
ones.
do wrong ones or they could do right
I'll
ones.
guess the wrong one because it looks good to me.
Yeah, just like the United States, how many states?
You Chatamungos supposed to be on my side.
Hold on, Lummy. We can do that once a month where it's phone a friend.
Yeah.
And, or a life. No, we'll call it the Chat Lifeline.
Okay.
So one. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? One of Gene's tests per month will be with Chat assistance. But Chat, you got to work with me and Lummy and not just be giving him the right answers. Like, you got to try to trip him up, too.
Well, I've already seen it when they...
you guys just can't all be... Now, there'll be some right answers in there.
But he has to pick it.
Oh, no, they're all on your side, man. They're going to give me the wrong answer.
Mike Thurman tried to tell Gene the right answer and said that there's only 50 states in the United States. And Gene said, why are you trying to mess me up? I know there's 52.
So that's part.
There's only 50?
But Lummy, that's part of the funniness and the brilliance of Lasker verbally navigating through that. Hold on now.
There's only 50 stars on the flag?
There's only 50 stars on the flag. And you know what, Gene? How many are all together? And then there's 2 that are hanger-oners. Do you know those 2?
Hawaii and Puerto Rico. No?
Forgot a big one.
Both of them wrong?
No, so hold on. Just stop. So, Lummy, I got to get into this deputy story, but we're bringing back. So listen, every Wednesday, every time Gene's on the air, we're going to be trying to advance him in his Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? Currently, after today's test, he's either going to be, working his way back to 5th grade, Lummy, because currently he's only one, game away from being, like, he could go to 4th grade today.
That's right.
Gene, we can walk. Hey, Sarah, guess what? I got thrown out of 5th grade. I'm in 4th grade now. I still love you, Gene. Hey, Coben, this sandwich ain't going to make itself, buddy. Even with the 4th grade education, I know that, I'm smarter than you, so you better start making that sandwich immediately. Man, this is so bad. This is this deputy who, well, the story is pretty self-explanatory, but my Lord. And she was beautiful.
Well, he did the right thing.
And hold on, but she had 2 beautiful daughters. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're going to family or what, but we're talking about 2 kids, like 11 and 7 or something, 2 little girls that lost their mom.
Poor babies.
I don't know. I actually think I saw in the news that they're going back to her real father. So that's I'm glad they're at least going to somebody they're related to, like they're going to their father.
Yeah.
Well, why weren't they with them in the beginning?
Well, again, I hope that he's a good dude, and I hope that everybody stays on top of it, and that there was a reason why he wasn't. I don't know if he might have been participating in a 50-50 custody. I don't know what his custody situation was with the woman that's deceased now, but
we'll find out from Joe Dirt.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. So our good friend Joe Dirt, this is his niece, and this is just so tragic.
The woman who died at the hands of her ex-boyfriend yesterday, a Pinellas County deputy, is being remembered by her friends.
I mean, she's very beautiful. I mean, she is very beautiful. Poor thing. Oh, my Lord.
As a ray of sunshine. The Pasco...
Yeah, that scumbag. You pussy. Pussy-ass bitch. Kill yourself all you want.
Yeah, leave the girl alone. She got
Sheriff's
babies.
Office says Deputy Troy Savitz kidnapped her around 5:30 p.m. from her home in Hudson in front of her 2 children. And then,
first of all, that's like dick move number 1. You know, somebody broke up with you, so now you go and have a confrontation with her, and you kidnap her in front of her children. That's a complete dick move. What a pussy ass little bitch.
Shot and killed her and himself in Spring Hill. Friends identified the mother of 2 as Mandy Fackler. Fox 13's Kaylee Tracy has been speaking with friends. She joins us live outside the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Kaylee, what have you learned about the deputy tonight?
Well, that he was an asshole and a psycho and a dick. And if there's a bad place where people go when they die, I hope he's there. Times 10.
The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office says he worked here for 14 years and was currently in the Marine unit, and they confirm he received an award in 2015 for saving the life of a man attempting to jump off of a bridge. Pinellas Sheriff Bob Gualtieri described Savitz's actions yesterday as horrific, to say the least, and inexcusable, leaving Fackler's
look at how beautiful she is.
9 and 12-year-old girls without a mom.
12 and 9. Her little girls were 12 and 9. This woman. So
countless friends wrote messages on social media remembering her, and everyone I've talked to says she had an infectious, positive personality and a creative soul and a soft spot for.
She was hot too. I'm just saying, not trying to be like a dick or nothing, but she was pretty hot.
Animals. Friends also tell me she helped them through the worst moments of their lives and helped others escape domestic violence.
I've always been extremely grateful for her.
Can you imagine you're there with your kids, right? You're just there with your kids, hanging out as a cool-ass, kick-ass mom. They
just returned from a beach trip.
And, you just gotten back, taking your kids, your little girls to the beach, doing cool-ass mom stuff, taking your kids to the beach, whatever. And, as the kids are, maybe showering or getting their bathing suits off and, switching over to the pajamas or whatever the hell they're going to be doing, your asshole ex comes, yokes you up, kidnaps you in front of your children, and then kills you, and then kills himself.
Her coming into my life, and I from what you've seen today on social media, I think so many people feel that way. She literally is a light that lights up the room. Like, not only beautiful, but it just lights up.
She might have lit up, but she sure wasn't smart enough to pick the right guy.
Well, Gene, you can't put that on her. My friend.
Why can't you?
Well,
she picked them.
Haven't you and I we've probably picked the wrong people before in our lives?
Yeah.
All right, then. Do we deserve to die over it?
Probably.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Kind, fun.
Sometimes you're just stupid to be stupid, I think.
Just laughed, had all the deep conversations. Like, she just had the range. She had it all. Live in your true, authentic self and spread love. That is what she was ultimately always trying to do.
And the Pinellas and Pasco sheriffs say Fackler told her kids to go inside and call 911, and they gave deputies information that helped them in that investigation.
Oh my God! So the kids were on 911. Trying.
But he snatched her up from Hudson or Newport Richie or something, and then took her to Spring Hill. So he didn't kill her right away.
Well, I know he kidnapped her. He kept her.
So he hit her a couple of times before he hit her.
I don't know. Let's.
Shot her.
Friends say her life revolved around her 2 girls, calling them the 3 Musketeers. And they say in her final moments, she saved them. Her daughters are with their biological father now. And the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office tells me they're working on Savitz's personnel file as well as disciplinary files to send me. And we will have that information updated on web and on air when we get that information. For now, we are certainly our thoughts and prayers with her family.
What could have made him snap that made a guy act that way. I mean, even
she showed a picture of the new boyfriend's penis, and it was bigger than his. Pissed him off bad. Am I allowed to say that?
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
So she saved him, so she talked him out of killing her there.
Yeah, she saved the babies, probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
She knew he was done. He was he was on his last straw, so she got him out of there. That's good for her. Well, not good at all, but
DiJonai Carrington made a basketball play.
so you think the dude that's taking care of his own babies now can sue Pasco County or sue Pinellas County?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, unless there
He was
was
wearing his uniform?
Well, no. Unless she had filed several complaints and they did nothing about it.
Right.
You know, if this is just him losing his shit on an isolated deal, then it's not their fault.
It's not their fault. But if he shot her with his gun from work, would that matter?
No.
Damn, that poor thing. Brand new to the war shade. Little old thing. Three Musketeers.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There was a ping on his cell phone. That's how they found him.
Now, I did not want to, for her acts during this game, throw the video.
I mean, I can't get.
What? What can't you get?
Hold on.
We're human, and she has feelings, and, you know, there's moments that are really hard, and sometimes that's just the job you sign up for.
You have the new press conference, right?
The new what?
The new speech that the coach said.
Yes. She drops the F-bomb, too.
Oh, she does?
Mm-hmm.
I know she says, hell, but... Interesting. Greg, Tina, Liz, Steve, the grumpy old man, good morning.
white-collar professional, middle-aged guy,
Shots
married
starboard.
27 years.
No, big and greasy.
You ever heard of the
They're
car
in
show
patrol
thing
with
down
the
there?
boats.
It's in
Cars and
downtown
coffee.
Tampa.
Cars and coffee.
What is it?
Cars and coffee.
No, I don't think it's that one, but it's the one that's the River Edge.
Yeah, the Armature Works.
What is it?
Armature Works.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, them guys called me and said they would pay me to bring my car.
Oh yeah.
So they'll pay me. And I said, well, what are you pay me?
Listener supported at the Bubba Army on Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Back now to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Yeah, Gene, let him do it. Supposedly there's this car show that potentially might listen to the show or familiar with the show, and they know that Lasker is on and very popular. And so they asked Lasker a couple days ago, would he show up at their car show over the weekend, and they'd give him a couple $100, but they need to be able to promote it on the flyer by saying Gene Lasker from the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, Gene.
I told them to call you.
No. Tell them you talked to me.
Okay.
I don't, and you gave
Tell them it's all right?
Yeah, say it's good. So I need, but Gene, you got to be a little demanding when you're like, listen, I need my 200 or whatever the number's going to be.
Yeah, I need some.
No, I need, as soon as I pull in, I need, don't be stringing me along, having me show my car all day and sign autographs and be Gene Lasker, get on the microphone or whatever, and then, I have to go looking for my money.
Chase my money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-hour gig, maybe 3, and it's $200, and I need it as soon as I walk in. Otherwise, I ain't doing it. But when you find out the information, Gene, we would promote it a couple times on the show. It's not for this weekend, is it?
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, get the information if you cut a deal with them, and then we'll kind of talk it up a little bit, which would be like some added value for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get through the WNBA stuff, and then we're going to see if we can get Gene, possibly a little more solidified into fifth grade.
Just answer a question right would be great.
Exactly. Gene, you were
being smart ass over there. I didn't answer one right last time.
I didn't even see you play the game.
So, Gene, it's not about Lummy, it's about you, okay?
Yeah, man.
Just shut up. Sorry, you're so stupid.
He's in a different seat than me, see?
So this
tell me no seats don't count.
So this is the piece of audio. Now, I went from, I'm just going to be honest with you. You guys can all call me a hypocrite, a dick.
They all look sad.
A flip-flopper. But initially when Stephanie White, the head coach of the Indiana Fever, when she came out with this statement about the Carrington chick that clotheslined Sophie Cunningham, and it was a flagrant 2 foul. She initially, right after the,
said
the
it
game,
wasn't.
She kind of did not stick up for her players as much as people would have liked her to. And even Caitlin Clark noticeably kind of puts her head down when Stephanie White answered the question this way right after the game. Now, I was very much a critic of this. Dave Portnoy was. Everybody's been a critic of this until I further investigated it, and I think she genuinely made a mistake, and I think she's so well liked by the players that it's not nearly... Now, if the players didn't like her that well and they weren't showing such support for her, then I would say she's lost the locker room and she's kind of a bitch for saying this.
One of the things about Nay is that she's going to play her butt off, man. She's going to compete. Nobody's going to go walking in for a layup. And so I don't oppose the hard foul. But I also don't think that she intentionally went for the net. One of the things about Nay
I don't think that either.
A lot of people really, including myself, were very critical of her and saying, listen, that's bull crap. You always stick up for your players. Like that's ridiculous. And then somebody tried to shoot. This is the actual incident, and they shoot the Indiana bench, and they show the coach, Stephanie White, and they say that she's consoling, the Carrington bitch, but really she's not. She's yelling at the referees the entire time. I think she goes up to Carrington for a brief moment, but people are making this way bigger than it really is. I don't think this is that big a deal. So the foul's getting ready to happen. Stephanie White's right here.
And who is that, a cop?
No, that's like one of their team physical personnel kind of guys.
Oh. So you're saying that she's watched the incident, though, right? She sees what happened?
Yeah, well,
she did, right?
She's
there.
trying to say she didn't.
She's lying.
She's trying to say she didn't. And so let me just, hold on. Now you can see her marching. She first makes contact with the referee.
Well, girl's pissed off.
And then I don't really see Stephanie White talking to the Carrington chick.
She ain't.
So I'm like, okay, well, that's a non-factor. And then Caitlin Clark came out and they won last night and they played their hearts out and they said they did it for their coach and that their coach, like she shouldn't, she got booed last night during the player introductions, she got booed last night.
Who, her?
No, Stephanie White, the
coach.
the head coach. So so they had a home game, and the hometown fans have kind of flipped on her based on their assumption of what she said, and she got booed. So
I thought they mad at her because she ignored her.
No, they're mad at her about that press conference. Now she claims, Lummy. She claims that here's a press conference afterwards, and she claims that she didn't see it real time and didn't have an opportunity to watch it slow motion until after her press conference. This was immediately after the game, so she actually never saw it, which if we watch that clip that we played,
she never took her eyes off of it.
I mean, it looks like she saw the entire deal.
She did.
And I think that maybe she's just trying to cover her ass. But I think she has covered her ass. But I think everybody's a little freaked out in the fact that the Indiana fans last night booed her. And that's why the players are all sticking up because, man, when you get booed as the head coach, if you get booed during player introductions at your home team,
I'd fire you.
I mean, that's not a good cause.
No.
When they were introduced, and now the head coach for the Tampa Bay Rays, Kevin Cash. I'm like, boo. And now the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. Boo. That guy would legitimately get a boo.
Yes, and going up there and throw the first pitch out is Bubba the Love Sponge.
But they're boo. So here's Stephanie White, who has heard the boos and has heard the criticism, and she was full hot after the game last night of anybody trying to accuse her of not sticking up for her player, man. She was full hot. Here we go.
This isn't necessarily for those people that are in
She drops the F-bomb. I try to find it.
Room. This is more for an online community that's crying.
See, hold on. Your
online community.
I mean, Lummy, we think we get trolled. Can you imagine what this poor thing went through, right?
Yeah.
But you can't feed them. So she's already succumbed to them, right?
Yes.
Trying to create narratives.
Listen, it kind of is for the average person that goes to the game because the home team fans booed you last night. So it's kind of for everybody, not just the internet trolls.
That simply don't exist. Trying to create a fabrication or distortion of who I am, of what I'm about. Our players' success, our players' health and wellness, our players' safety is always a top priority for me. One of the things I pride myself on is my relationships with players. For those who have anything to say about the play in the last game, I didn't see the play in real time. I went straight to a press conference. I thought the play got called right. Thankfully, Sophie's okay. Was it egregious? Absolutely. When you have a chance to watch that over and over and over on replay, you can see that. I didn't have that in real time. I take personally.
Sorry. Little bitch reporter. Sorry.
Any suggestions that I don't 100% always have my players back. I ride with them 10 toes down all the time. All the time. They know that. It's a shame that we can't have an opportunity to talk about what great basketball they're playing. Because they are fucking.
That's what I'm talking about. She's a good coach.
Well, here's the deal, Gene. She got skewed on some, based on a 12-second soundbite, and she knows how much she loves those players and how much they love her, and she's not going to let a bunch of trolls. Even Dave Portnoy, remember, he was really blasting her yesterday, and so we were kind of blasting her too. But I really admire her coming out this way and being like, I'm not going down like that. That ain't the way it's going. And then, after I get done playing this, what solidified it for me when I was going through these stories this morning is when Caitlin, she did her press conference last night. They won. I think they scored over 100 points last night.
Yeah, 101.
And so they won big last night. And, so this was the press conference afterward from the coach. And then the press conference from Caitlin kind of validates this woman's relationship that she has with her players. And that's what really matters. Do the players like you? Do they believe in you? Will they stick up for you when you kind of mess up a little bit? And the answer for the Indiana Fever is yes, they do. She has the locker room. The girls respect her.
The reality is, with me, I will always lead with love. I will always lead with grace. I will always lead with humility. And I will always lead with integrity. Doesn't mean I'll always get it right. I'm also human. The hate, the fear-mongering, the divisiveness, the stuff that's trying to hijack our league will not win.
Well,
it is.
It is, because you got some players that are allowed to say anything they want, including the Carrington chick that you talk about. So immediately after she got ejected, she typed in Indiana Fever white privilege.
Yep.
Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. And then your league stance on potentially not being so stupid and so woke that you won't define what a woman is as an XX chromosome. You just want to say, like, if anybody identifies as a woman, so now you're going to have a couple badass players that are men that are just most recently played in the NBA come out and start playing. They say they identify as women.
Great.
And they're going to, literally a guy's going to score 60 points in one night. You're just going to
leave one under the basket.
You're just going to throw it to him under the basket.
Right.
None of your girls, it's like keep away. It'll be genuinely like keep away. They'll throw it up top. He's far taller than them. He'll catch it right underneath the basket, and he'll dunk it. Because you're the tallest person you have is the Brittany Griner bitch, and I don't even know. I don't know if is there any other 6'9"ers, or is she the only 6'9" chick?
Let's find out.
So anyway, there's only a couple people that are even the tallest person in the NBA is Brittany Griner at 6'9", and I think there's only a few of those.
Oh, they have a 7'2" Margazata Didek.
That bitch must never play. Yeah. Can you find me
she's retired now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, these NBA players are like, man, we're going to put lipstick on and a tank top, and we're going to go out and put 75 in a night.
I'm great for them.
Han Zhu is she's 6'11".
There you go.
It won't win. We are united. We are connected. We will not be divided.
Well, you already are divided. Well, anyway, thank you. I do change my opinion of you, and it had a lot to do with I saw that press conference, and I really felt your compassion, and I believed you that indeed you may not have seen the play in its entirety, and your little 12-second blurb that you kind of messed up on should not be held against you. You're a good person. You're a good coach, and the players like you.
Yet a lot of times,
this is Caitlin Clark.
We're human, and she has feelings, and there's moments that are really hard, and sometimes that's just the job you sign up for. But at the same time, it's okay to feel those emotions. And I just told her, I've been through the same thing. There's been days where I've been really upset, and you can have the thickest skin in the world, but sometimes it does get to you. And
she's talking about the trolls. That's what she's talking about.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. We all got it, man. I mean, it's almost like a badge of honor to have trolls, because if you don't have trolls and people that hate
then
watch,
you're not popular.
Then you're not popular. You're really not that popular as a person.
I want a troll.
We got a lot of them, Gene.
Give me a couple.
I think our world is just we love to hate. We love to divide. That's all we want to do.
We love to cancel. Gene, some of the trolls this week were actually successful in canceling our Monday show. They got it demonetized within the first 5 minutes. And we had
what
to
does that mean? We wasn't on the air?
No, they said that we had broke community standards by showing a picture of Dan's injured forearm, and the trolls turned us in under violent content, and YouTube immediately shut us down. And it took till 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon to finally get YouTube to have a
there's nothing violent about his hurt. He got hurt.
No,
put some wood together.
But you can complain all you want.
Nobody
And
wants.
some of it sticks because you're hate watching your favorite program. So I can only imagine what these poor girls go. They're 77,000 more times popular than we are.
To see each other succeed. And
So let me just think of the level of hate we got, right? Which sucks, ridiculous. But multiply that by 1 million. That's what these poor girls get, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a really painful thing for myself to watch. I feel like we need to do a better job at uplifting each other. And I can assure you there was no way we were losing this game tonight. And I told her that before the game. Like, there was no way we were losing this game for her.
She won
and,
it.
It's tough. Like,
And again, they're playing it for her, they said last night.
that's my head coach. Like, I hated that our fans booed her before the game. That made me a little sick, to be honest. And you can disagree and this and that, and I get it. It's professional sports. People are going to boo. But, like, at the end of the day, that's our head coach, and we're going to ride for her, and we're always going to have our back, and that's never going to tear our locker room apart. So
I think, Lemmy, this is kind of Caitlin's way of kind of chastising the fans a little bit by saying, hey, y'all need to stop that. You need to stop that. I'm the leader of this team. I'm the most popular player. You're probably here to see me, and I'm telling you to knock it off. Right? That's kind of like what she's saying.
I bet you it does.
I bet you it does, too.
I just love her, and I feel for her because I know it can be a lot at times, and she does a great job a lot of times blocking it out, but there's other moments where it can get under your skin, and that's just being human, and that's just life. Like, there are tough days and there are tough moments, but just proud of our group. Like, I think we showed, like, what...
Does she got a husband?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is she a lesbian?
I mean, does it matter?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What
does it matter?
Because the lesbian players will love her more.
I
don't think that's the way it goes.
She has a nice partner, Lisa Salters.
Yeah, so she's a lesbian.
So she's a lesbian.
Yeah, so the girl, I mean, I don't think her sexuality has anything to do with how much she's admired in the locker room. I think the girls don't really care.
You don't think she pats the lesbian other ones on the butt a little better than the ones that ain't got lesbian in them?
Man, the world this guy lives in. The world this guy is.
I mean, Gene brings up a good point.
But Cunningham, but that girl right there, and she's sticking up for her, and she's a boyfriend guy, a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
So that makes she's a good coach.
Yeah, she just she likes everybody. It doesn't matter if she's a lesbian or not.
That's what I'm saying.
I realized my fear of flying really wasn't a fear of flying.
This dude is crazy.
Oh, this guy's going to join the WNBA next year.
Oh, this is the
guy that he was a really good basketball player at Iowa State, and he said, Lummy, that the reason why he's afraid to fly is because he's partly woman inside.
Well, man, he's got that voice of that basketball player from way back in the day.
Here we go.
It was the transgender trapped inside of me, caged inside of me, that gave me an aversion to small spaces. I think there are plenty of people out there who have
that makes perfect sense.
A transgender trapped deep down inside of them, and so they think they're
every one of you.
claustrophobic.
No. Every one of you do. Let's just be.
Yeah,
one of you do.
They think they're claustrophobic. Not really claustrophobic. It's the transgender that's trapped. I
There you go.
realized. My
Former
fear of
NBA
flying really wasn't a fear.
former NBA player Royce White, who said he's declaring for the WNBA, said, I realized my fear of flying wasn't the fear of flying. It was the fact that the transgender trapped inside of me caged me inside. So he has declared himself for the WNBA draft. And it's looks like it's, the WNBA is going to have to make an actual hard decision on what is a woman. God. And
that's really not a hard decision.
How much of a joke is that where you got a major sports sanctioning body and their big whodunit, their big, huge question in the offseason is determining what a woman is.
So they brought it upon themselves.
No, they did. Trying to be woke and trying to be inclusive. You can't be woke. You can't be inclusive when it comes to a sanctioning sports body involving women. Because if you're going to allow
they
anybody,
just keep it wide open and they talk about it all the time. I mean, we got gays in football, but we don't talk about it.
But Gene, here's the deal. I almost think it would be comical if they keep it wide open and some of these former NBA guys
get in it. I'm watching.
I'm going to watch it more. If I got a guy I got a center that's scoring 66 points a game.
I'm going to buy one of them T-shirts and bust on girls.
Right? I'm going to be like, man, just throw it into the big dude. He's going to dunk right over them bitches. Hell yeah, it's my favorite. It's my new favorite team. Why? Because they got two dudes on it, man. They win 210-50. That's what it would be. Hey, did you hear the last night score? The
Indianapolis Transos.
The Indianapolis Transos. Yes, Gene, that's what we're going with.
Well, Royce White, he was trying to run for U.S. Senate.
He was running for government official too.
He was running for the Minnesota.
I'm voting for him.
Well, he lost out last night. He
Well, see, that's a
He only
girl
got
balls.
43,000 votes.
Last night?
Yes.
Where was the
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Well, he should have called us. We would have helped him out.
Was it a state senator deal?
No, it was
Or
U.S. Senate.
U.S. Senate.
Yeah.
And
If you're a trans out there and you want to run for government officials, you need to call the Bubba Love Sponge Show and get us on your side.
Well, no, you don't. I mean, we're not really necessarily going to.
I don't know if the Bubba Army's going to go for that one.
I don't think the Bubba Army's going to go for a man that's trying to be a woman.
They'll do anything we say.
So let me ask you a question. Did he get beat 90-10, like as far as percentage points? If he only got 33,000,
No, 43. It was for the Republican primary. He got 10% of the vote.
Yeah,
10%.
Right. Maybe one of the winner probably got 48% or something like
50%.
that. 50%.
Yeah.
There you go.
And what was he running for again?
U.S. Senator.
Oh, a senator.
Of Minnesota.
So he'd be in there for life?
No, it's every 6 years.
Oh.
Senators are 6. Do you know how many Congress people are?
No.
2.
2.
Do you know how many the mayor is?
1.
4.
4.
You know how many the governor is?
4.
4. Boy, Gene's on a roll on me. I think we
is.
should go into words and on the backside come back with is Gene Lasker, is Gene Lasker smarter than a 5th grader? We actually have a positioning statement and everything right here.
Gene Lasker, is he smarter than a 5th grader? Brought to you by Morgan Exteriors.
There you go. Lummy, we're going to play that next. Gene, please know there's a lot riding on this. Because if you miss, you got 2 losses in a row on your third,
well, life's got to get easier then.
Well, I know. I mean, if next week you're playing, am I smarter than a 4th grader? Hopefully, you can get back to 5th grade by the end of summer.
Yeah, man. Maybe I could give 3 in a row.
Maybe you could get maybe Gene, we could have a goal for you to be in 7th grade by Christmas.
By Christmas.
All I want for
7 months from now.
Hey, Lummy, all I want for Christmas is to make it to 7th grade. That's all I want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas, Lasker?
7th grade.
New powder coating oven, new spray gun. No, I just want to make it 7th grade.
The magic marker crayons, because we're allowed to use them in 7th grade.
Lummy, we're going to play it next. Lummy, if he he's on a two game losing streak.
You can do it, Gene.
If you lose, Gene, if you lose today, coming up next, if you lose, you're going to 4th grade, bro.
Whoa.
He's a good guy, even though he's a...
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
I don't hear no coins being thrown at us today, folks.
I don't hear no
Now, what
coins
is the
or
problem?
thumbs up.
Couple thumbs up, couple coins would help the attitude and the rhythmic playing mode that we need to be in.
Oh, Lasker, we got you. You might. I'm looking at the questions. You might pull this one off, Gene. You might get it, bud.
Might. Coben will have to drive you to school. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. J. Law Bronco supporter.
I'm Gene Lasker, and you're not, bitch.
Ford tractor, thank you. By the way.
I'm Gene Lasker. And you're not. How about it? I'm going to ace this test. I'll tell you that right now. I'll make this test my bitch. I'll be in 6th grade before you know it.
That's right, Katie's toss a coin here. Toss a coin towards young Gene Lasker.
I don't see no money coming in.
I know it.
Remember, that's all about. Gene Lasker's all about the money. Think I'm in here for free?
Yeah, let's get that.
Bruno Perez,
Cash
morning.
App, up arm tips. Show Gene the love. Thumbs up, cash.
Sicilian redneck? Sicilian redneck? Is that dude black? Sicilians is an Italian, right?
Yeah.
He got brown fingered thumbs up.
Italians are tan.
Oh, Italians are tan?
Yeah.
I'm Italian part, but I'm not tan. I guess I'm a little tan. Morning, rain delay. Get her done.
He does.
No, I don't know about that sign language gimmick on who it was, but let me know and I'll say something about it.
Roberto. Man, many colors.
Strange Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop, your one-stop destination for all the good stuff. They've got Nick Vapes, delicious edibles and THC products. Also a wide selection of Kratom and Kava, killer glass pipe selection, and fresh incense to set the mood, all at the best prices. Full Kratom and Kava bars and relaxing lounges located at each one of their locations. Bay Pines, Largo, Clearwater, Palm Harbor. Mention Bubba Army and get 15% off your entire purchase. Strange Clouds Vapor and Smoke Shop. Come get lifted on good vibes. 4 locations serving the Tampa Bay area or online at shopstrangeclouds.com.
If you're looking for that non-offensive broadcast,
You're in for a surprise. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I love the sponge.
It's not that kind of love sponge. Back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Gene Lasker, is he smarter than a 5th grader? Brought to you by Morgan Exteriors.
Here you go. A lot riding on this today. Let me make sure that
he's all closed up.
That he's all closed up. This is not going to be. No, we've
No, the phone's over.
We've
and
changed the
Chattamungos
rules.
are not on the screen.
We've changed the rules where one time a month, Lasker's going to have chat assist, which means he can.
I don't know why, because they're going to lie to me.
Well, but
They
so
want-
the ongoing rib amongst you chatters is, a couple of you will blurt out the right answer. You'll give him the right answer, but you also will try to swerve him. And
I'm only listening to Glowbug.
Well, that's not fair, because I'll have to get a hold of Glowbug and say, Glowbug, just don't give him the right answer all the time.
Oh, so you're a troll too?
No, I just want.
That's what you are.
No, I want to make it. I want to make the
He's
contest.
Lasker's troll.
I want the contest to be more funny. The contest ain't funny with you just getting everyone right. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, but I'm only get that one right.
What's gonna be fun is if when you do have chat assist on.
Yeah, I listen to
and
the
they be like, hey,
black man from Cali because he gonna tell me a lie.
What's the capital of what's the capital of Indiana? And then guys, a couple of people will be like saying Indianapolis, and then another person will be like Gary, another person will be like South Bend, another person would be like
West Side.
The West Side, and then you got the capital of Indiana is called the West Side. No, Gene, you idiot, it's not. And you got it right from Chad, and now you're really full.
I'll remember that chat name.
No,
too.
you won't. No, you won't.
I'll get the chat
All right,
on him.
So here we go. We got if Gene happens to get something right, he gets that. If he happens to get something wrong, he gets that. If he loses, if he wins the competition overall, that. And if he loses, he gets that. Now, we are currently in a 2-game losing streak, and last week was his worst showing of all. 0 right and 11 wrong. Gene.
I didn't even show up for the game.
I don't even know what the hell your problem was. It was the worst ever. And be like pushing off for the heat rate, Gene, and pulling in after the first lap.
Forgot to fill it up.
So when we've determined, and part of the rules is that when you get 3 right, if you get 3 sessions of these games right. And we score it by the first to 11. So the first 11, if he would get to 11 correct answers before he gets to 11 wrong answers, he wins, and then vice versa. Last week he was 0 right and 11 wrong. Mm-hmm. And he's on a 2-game losing streak, which would mean if he loses today's game, that's the 3rd. And the rules that we've established are when you win 3 in a row, you get promoted a grade, and when you lose 3 in a row, you get demoted a game. So you're getting held back. Throw it back, Lummy. Man, you know how stupid you got to be in 5th grade and for them to come to you at the end of the year and say, hey, listen.
You're going to 4th.
Listen, a lot of your friends are going to 6th, but you're going to 4th, buddy. That's how stupid you are.
It's okay, Gene. You're going to win this one.
Gene,
girls are easier then.
All right. Gene, are you ready? And Lummy, and here's Gene, are you ready?
Yeah.
How many continents are there?
How many continents are there?
Yes, there's the world, the globe, if you will, the Earth is divided into 7 continents. Oh, damn it! I just gave. I
knew that answer too. That's not fair.
Yeah, I know. Lummy, you know what? You were gonna say 7, for real?
Yeah.
All right, give it to him, Lummy.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That one's a little under scrutiny, but
I had
whatever.
a difference in my head. It was 7 or 11.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
7 or 11?
7.
7 or 11, the same place I get my nanners and my string cheese and my Slim Jims. By the way, this 7-Eleven up here is the cleanest one I've ever seen. That's what he said today. Gene, what is the largest ocean on Earth?
The largest ocean? Didn't you ask me that before?
What's the largest ocean on Earth?
The Pacific Ocean.
Right.
Man, let me a 2-0. Whew. Gene Lasker, what is the capital of France?
Paris.
Wow. Gene Lasker, what is the capital of Japan? Again, are you smarter than 5th grade? These are taken right from 5th grade curriculum. He's lost 2 in a row.
Japan, right?
What is the capital of Japan?
Tokyo. Really?
Gene Lasker, what is the tallest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest.
Hold on. Wow. What is it, 5-0?
5-0.
5-0, Gene Lasker. You are solidly going to be in 5th grade, probably.
He knows his capitals.
What is the longest river in the world?
Mississippi.
Of course he was going to say that.
Oh, why wouldn't I?
Okay. In what country are the pyramids located?
Egypt.
What is the largest country?
Africa. Nope.
What is the capital of Canada?
Quebec.
What is the world's largest desert?
The world's largest desert is Bonneville Salt Flats?
Bonneville Salt Flats.
That's pretty close to being that.
Big,
Lummy, what are we at score right now?
6-4.
6 right, 4 wrong?
Yes, after a 5-0 start.
After a 5-0 start, he's like the Bucks.
Damn.
6 right, 4 wrong. Gene Lasker, what's the world's largest tropical rainforest called?
The forest got the name?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yes, Gene. What's the world's largest tropical rainforest? It has a name. It's called something.
I don't know.
What continent is the driest?
The southeast.
Which hemisphere is the Tropic of Capricorn located in? Which hemisphere is the Tropic of Capricorn located?
What the hell is a Capricorn?
It's an island. Actually, I think it's a body of water. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's either a body of water or a land, an island. You got to tell me which hemisphere it's in.
It's in the southern hemisphere.
Circle latitude.
What gas do humans need to breathe?
It's called a gas?
Yeah.
Air? H2O? Something?
H2O is water. Air is somewhat correct. We're looking for something that describes...
Oxygen.
Let me, what are we currently at?
8 right, 6 wrong.
Man, Gene is coming down to the wire. What force keeps us on the ground?
Gravity.
What is the largest human organ?
The largest human organ.
Yes.
Would be liver.
What is the hardest natural substance on Earth?
Titanium.
What is the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
Let me, what's the score?
10 right, 8 wrong.
Man, Gene, the next one right, and you're going to, I'm sorry, you're staying in the 5th grade. What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Would they absorb it?
Yeah. Plants absorb a certain type of gas.
Hydrogen peroxide?
Sure?
Hydrogen peroxide? What you used to put on cuts.
Oh.
What are we at?
10-9.
10-9. The next one he gets right, he's solidly.
Need one more.
You need one more, but he need 2 to lose. What is the process called in which water turns into vapor?
Steam? Boiling water? Something?
10-10.
What is the process by which plants make their food? It's a process. They take sunlight and water and various things, and they turn it into food, and it's called this.
It's called... The hell do I know about bugs?
It's not about bugs, Gene.
I mean plants.
It's about plants. Plants, bugs go on plants. You know what I'm saying? Are we 10-10?
Oh, we're 10-10.
We're 10-10. We're 10-10, Gene. You might be going to 4th grade, bro.
Probably so. So, say that question again.
Because there's
Can
so
you
much
put it in a
yeah,
sentence?
And there's so much. There's so much.
Put it in a sentence.
There's so much. And Gene, there's so much riding on this. Like there's so much riding on this. What is the process by which
I'd pay to cheat right now.
What is the process by which plants make their
pollination?
What?
Pollination.
Bubba, do you want to check that? Make sure.
Yeah, because that's right.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's called photosynthesis. It's
Now, who the hell would know that?
Lummy, you know it's photosynthesis.
It is, like,
okay. So don't try to chin check me. Gene's going to 4th grade.
Oh no.
Gene, this Friday in 2 days. In 2 days, Gene, you will be getting questions from the 4th grade curriculum. And Lummy, can we have Macho Man maybe recut it and say now?
Now the dumbass that was playing in 5th grade is gone.
It used to be, is Gene smarter than a 5th grader? Now it's renamed. He flunked. He's in 4th grade now. Morgan Exteriors presents, is Gene smarter than a 4th grader? Yay! Gene, Friday, we're playing it. 4th grade Friday, bud. What a Gene.
And say that word again on the flower gimmick.
Photosynthesis.
Did you know that answer, Macho Man? Don't be bull on me.
Yeah, I know that answer. How do you think I'm able
work out
to...
every day with that?
I want you to stay on this channel. More bullying and brutality after this.
That's real nice.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
On the geography,
I got lucky there.
The Capitals, you killed it.
Yeah. That matters in life, somewhat.
Not what the fucking plants breathe.
Plants don't matter. Just buy them at Home Depot. They die, you buy more.
There you go. You got the Tropic of Capricorn.
Capricorn. What the hell is that? I mean
You got it right, Gene.
Yeah. The latitude. There's Cancer, Capricorn, Equator.
So it's like what sign are you? Capricorn.
Well, that is
one, yeah, but not the
that's a zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on the map.
I never heard that.
The equation's at like 0. And then the Capricorn's like,
Gene, how you doing on your likes? Do you know how you're doing on your likes?
I think he's at almost 1,000. If he hasn't hit it.
No, he's at 847.
I got what?
I mean, you may not hit 1,000 today, bro.
I only got 47.
847.
How can that be?
I'm just saying, man, bro. They're fucking not. They're not dancing with you today, brother.
Somebody ain't.
Kind of sucks.
Where is? How do I get back on?
It kind of sucks they're doing you that dirty today, Gene. You know what I'm saying?
Tell the Chattabungos.
You're funny as shit today, and they're fucking doing you dirty.
I don't get the gimmick.
I don't either.
Oh, Snug Slash, slowing down on the back stretch. That's me.
Lasker's fucking slowing down.
Yeah, I came out strong, and then I had plants kill me.
Usually you're about 50 or 60 behind right now.
I need some thumbs up there, numbnuts.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I mean, I just made
You
myself.
ain't gotta know
look
nothing
on
to
the
get
spot
them.
for you. Just did a little test for you and everything.
Yeah, Capricorn. That's
you,
what
I'm
I
not-
was thinking there, Katie's og.
Not in the 5th
The
grade.
half man, half unicorn
That
guy.
guy in Cali, $5
All right.
for Gene's education.
We finally squeezed something out of the black man from Cali.
That guy in Cali, he finally gave $5.
Yeah, he squeezed it towards Gene's education. Hey, whatever it takes to get a few coins in, I'm in on the game. Yeah, Big Johnson, you gotta admit some of them questions are a bit ridiculous.
What?
That's what he said.
Lummy, will you verify that I'm not like those are legitimate 5th grade questions?
Yeah, those are. I mean, that's probably what the majority of 5th graders have to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're taking science, every day.
Yeah, they're reading books and shit, Gene. You're just rolling around like a fucking Neanderthal. They're actually, you don't give a fuck about that shit.
I don't.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
probably didn't give a damn about that either.
Shit makes you
I
a better-
remember, like in about 9th grade, I was failing, and we was going to school. We had one teacher for the whole day, and they taught you all the different things, and they were trying that out and on us, and that we were doing it. And that teacher's car broke down, so I went to her house with what little bit of tools I had and borrowed some from the neighbor.
Did you blast her?
And no, I didn't blast her, but I fixed her car.
Oh, good.
And she passed me.
There you go.
Really?
Yes, sir.
But you were gonna flunk.
I was gonna flunk 9th grade. I didn't care about school. I cared about making a living.
Let's see, what'd you get on? If you're talking to the Chattamungos.
Chattamungos.
See, did they get them up 900?
It looks like I'm getting some thumbs now. That's why
Yeah,
I married her.
919,
She
Gene.
knows it all. My Sarah knows it all. She knew every question, every answer.
You picked up 60 in 6 minutes.
60 in 6 minutes.
Central Florida and all across the great state of Florida. Listen up. When your business or home needs serious wiring done right, there's only one crew I trust, GPZ Cabling. They're Florida's premier low-voltage contractor, handling data cabling, fiber optics, Wi-Fi access points, audio and video systems, access control, and security cameras that actually work when you need them. From Orlando to Tampa, Jacksonville to the Keys, GPZ's got the whole state covered. And make sure you tell them Bubba sent you. You're going to get 20% off your install. Call GPZ Cabling today at 813-524-6794 or visit gpzcabling.com. GPZ Cabling, Florida's premier low-voltage contractor. Don't get wired up wrong, get wired up right. GPZ Cabling.
No focus groups and no apologies.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Back now to Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Lasker is
It's a red letter day.
Beside himself.
No, not really.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. None of that stuff.
I'm beside myself with the Chattamungos, man. I'm really mad at them.
Yeah, they don't have your numbers near like they should today.
Well,
especially as funny as you've been very funny today.
But the black man from Cali, he ain't ever give us $1. He don't. He just gets on there and says things. Now,
All right, well, that doesn't
he
matter.
jumps up and throws out $5.
Mm-hmm.
I should have $55. 50 Chattamungos throwing fives because we got the black man's money.
Dollars.
We got his coins right out of his pocket.
Okay, Gene. Well, that's great. Thank you.
So you rest of you is going to need to jump on the stream, man. Don't let the black man make you look stupid.
Okay, Gene. That's probably not what we're saying. Okay. Thank you, black man from Cali. Appreciate you,
man,
my
that's
friend.
my boy.
Well, let's just keep it at that.
Am I allowed to say that?
David Hernandez, $20
know
for
if
the
you're-
brother from Cali.
There you go. Now this guy's beside himself because he's at this restaurant and he's trying to go into girls. And I think the girls, said, get the hell out of here, or the men, or somebody, they kicked him out. Now he's full hot. Listen, just because you're a weirdo and you just, you
got a boy's haircut.
And you're a man. I mean, Gene, he's a man. He's a man that is cross-dressing at this point. I guess he's trying to say he's transitioning, but it doesn't look like he looks like a man to me. And I'm sorry that if you're that person and you're at a restaurant and the dads gather up and tell you get your weird ass out of the girls' bathroom, I'm going to whip your ass. Like, is that really a news story? Like, that's just common sense.
Charlotte Clymer is a transgender woman and says she and a friend walked into the ladies' room around midnight at
why is this even a story? Like, it's common sense. And you're lucky you don't get your ass kicked.
What city is this in?
Cuba Libre restaurant.
I don't know.
And an attendant.
I think probably San Francisco or
Yeah,
something.
that's one ugly
Let me
girl.
see where it's at. Hold on.
Charlotte. Oh, no, that's her name.
No, yeah, I don't know. Do you stand with Charlotte? I don't know where it's from.
Alan, big good, $5. White man from Kansas.
Yeah, Chattamungos, get those fives out. Don't let a black man up to you.
at Cuba Libre restaurant.
and an attendant in front of the restroom asked to see my ID. They didn't ask anybody else. And
Well,
Nobody else is a problem, right, at this
nobody else
moment.
had a big old dong on them, my friend.
And when I asked why, they said it's because I have to have female on my ID in order to access the restroom.
Which is common sense.
What's it got to say, penile?
D.C., but it's in D.C.
Washington,
Yes,
D.C.
Washington,
So what
D.C.
does it got to have on it?
Female, not penile. It has your driver's license in order. This restaurant has a requirement. If you're going to be going to the girls' bathroom, you got to have female on your driver's license. Makes sense, huh? Common sense. Should be a girl. Be in there. If not, it's kind of weird. Be looking at girls and stuff. I mean, like, now, obviously us regular dudes would love to be in there, but, we're not trying to wear lipstick and act like we're them, one of them. We want to go in there so we
So
can
what
see
happens when they whack their penile off and they become a girl?
Well,
Are they going to put S on the front for special and go to the back and you read the special instruction? And
I
it
don't
says
know, Gene.
Lost their penis, so they
I don't know, Gene.
granted
This
a girl?
person is a former U.S. Army corporal.
Okay, nice.
So America ruined him.
Let's let him finish his story, okay?
It's because I have to have female on my ID in order to access the restroom. That's wrong, but, first of all, and second of all, I'm not going to show my ID to use the restroom.
She says that's when the male attendant walked in and started looking for her. After washing her hands, Clymer says the attendant and manager said it was D.C. law that a person must only use the restroom.
Not only is it D.C. law, it's just common sense and courtesy. Like, don't, as a weirdo dude that's transitioning, go in there and make those women feel uncomfortable. Like, that's what you're doing. You're not gelling and becoming like, you guys are gossiping like little bitches. No, you're in there being disruptive. And the girls that are regular girls that have female on their driver's license or their children, their daughters, they don't want your weird ass in there. Stay out of here.
And I don't want your weird ass in there when I'm peeing either.
Yeah, well, hey, hold on.
Girl walks up next to me with a dress on that's really a guy. I'm going to bop his head into the tile.
That matches with the gender on their identification card. She walked outside to look up the law on her cell phone to show the manager.
No way.
Went back.
Now, what does the law say in D.C.? Well, in D.C., it's probably woke as hell. It's probably like, if you identify as a woman, but you got a ween, you can still go in there with the girls because DC's weird like that.
Inside, went straight to him and asked him to read it. He did, and he said that's incorrect. And
can you find DC law
Yes.
about girls using, the restrooms?
Still don't, think that you're allowed to use the restroom. I gave him one more chance. I said that I worked for the Human Rights Campaign. I need you to make a course correction right now because this is about to get very bad.
A course correction.
Okay, very bad.
All right,
What,
buddy.
you're going to taint the food?
And you need to understand the way that laws work in D.C. in regards to the LGBTQ community.
After a back and forth, the manager said he was going to call the cops. She encouraged it. Instead, they threw her out, and she called.
Hold on.
That's the way you do it.
Private restaurants, man. I mean, like, if somebody comes in to ask your powder coat and raising hell and being a dick and being disruptive, Gene has it. Listen, you need to get the hell out of my shop. I deny you service.
I'm going to give you the full tour. Push you in the sandblasting booth and turn it on without nobody in it.
Police instead, who said she was in the right.
What? Hold on, let me rewind this. Hold on.
She encouraged it. Instead, they threw her out, and she called police instead, who said she was in the right. Still, no apology from the manager.
He humiliated me intentionally.
Shut up.
You signed up for that when?
When you lopped off your ween
and you put lipstick on.
Put a little lipstick on. Listen, here's the deal. You may identify as a woman. You may think that you're a woman. You may feel that you're a woman. You want to live as a woman. That's great. But you got a wiener. You just can't go in. I'm sorry. You just can't go in there with the girls. And to be honest with you, us guys don't really want you in there.
I'm not
either.
putting up with it. Don't come in there when I'm in there.
Yeah, stop being a weirdo.
I'll pee right on you.
DC allows you can use whatever facility you identify as.
Jesus.
Or express. So that's locker room, dressing rooms.
Whatever. I mean, you're just absolutely you're subjecting women, real women, to some potentially really not so healthy stuff. You got some guy in there with some ween,
Y'all better
and he's not, he's in there he's trying to look at girls' boobs and their vaginas and everything like that. Then you got him look at your daughter, and he's a grown man. Man,
not gonna work out for you.
No, I mean, except all you woke ass bitches in DC.
Don't try that at a truck stop. ladies.
So, Lummy, I don't understand this guy here from the Phillies, Bryce Harper. He's, obviously very well known, one of the premier players in the league, and he endorses a casino. Hey, it's Bryce Harper, and don't forget to play the sports book. And, but he's not saying, what the outcome is going to be. Hey, man, make sure you take the over on the Phillies because I feel like I'm going to hit 2 home runs today. It's just him endorsing the overall facility. How could that be a problem?
I don't know. That's weird.
Lawmakers in Congress are demanding...
In Congress? We got Congress looking at this?
Lawmakers in Congress are demanding action from Major League Baseball after a video of Bryce Harper was used in a promotional gambling video.
Probably more trolls, Lummy. All turn-ins are mostly troll-related.
Yeah.
Some little bitch, you'd be like, I don't want Bryce Harper endorsing this particular casino. I'm going to write my congressman.
Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal and 2 House Democrats want the MLB and its players union to prohibit promotional deals with betting operators. It all stems from a personalized greeting that featured the Phillies slugger and was sent to a VIP gambler by FanDuel Sportsbook in 2024. That person, a Philadelphia resident diagnosed with a gambling addiction, later sued.
That's the problem. They direct marketed somebody that had a gambling addiction.
After losing $1 million in online betting. Harper has denied knowing how FanDuel would use the video or the circumstances.
Hey, it's Bryce Harper. Man, go to FanDuel and it's really simple to put your bet in. And, when I bet, I use FanDuel. It's, hi, I'm Bryce Harper. That's it. He's not telling you what to do, how much to bet, who to bet on, nothing. And they're trying to get this guy in trouble because some degenerate had a gambling issue and, racked up $1 million. And now he didn't want to pay for it, right?
Well, yeah, it looks like FanDuel set it up and sent it directly to the guy.
Oh, so like direct marketing.
Correct.
That they knew the guy was a degen.
Yeah.
And so they're they sent it right to that guy. And then, of course, he couldn't. Listen. I'm probably addicted to food. Well, I got to tell you, man, if Outback would send me a picture of a blue and onion about 4 o'clock, I'd probably run over and get it. I'm just saying. Maybe I kind of understand it now, right?
Yeah.
You got such an addiction for gambling. Hey, Jim McGillicuddy, who's got a gambling addiction. We got a 3-team parlay for $1,500 here.
Or technically, if Outback got Caitlin Lockerbie to say that she really wants to eat a.
Hi, it's Caitlin Lockerbie from Channel 10, and you know what? If you're a fat radio guy and you fret over me in the morning, and you happen to meet me at maybe I probably might be at the latest at your local at your local Outback Steakhouse tonight about 6 o'clock.
It drags me right out of my shop when Sarah pops out of the pool and pulls her top down.
Yeah.
Then walks into the back door. I'm in.
Let me tell you something. My old lady,
I'm chasing her down.
See, I'm out there wrenching, my 34 coupe. Next thing you know, Sarah comes out, pops up those bazookas. Man, I'm dropping everything, and I'm heading right in there. I ain't lying to you.
New at 5.
So hold on. I'm all for this. I am all for this.
Can we get some?
And we might need to look into it, Lumpy. Because this might be the only thing that we can actually control Asker with. And that's electrified gloves. So they're thinking about giving these gloves to the ICE agents. So when these various immigrants and things like that. I'm just thinking, Lummy, of all ethnicities of immigrants, right, Lummy?
Of course.
We could get
Booblies are not immigrants.
There's all types of humanity.
That's so wrong.
And so they're gonna.
So if I grab a can by the neck,
if you grab anything, you're gonna have these electrified gloves on.
Right, that's
and
nice.
It's gonna shock.
I want to buy some.
I need to get me some for Coben. He starts getting a little lippy. Right around I just grab his little red-headed arm, and he'll be down on the ground immediately. He'll know who. You better start shamming a little quicker there, buddy.
New at 5, immigration and customs enforcement officers could soon be equipped with gloves that deliver electric shocks to gain compliance from combative individuals. ICE plans to
I
like it.
Hell yeah.
Spend up to $28 million to...
Like you're a superhero? You got these electric gloves, and as soon as you grab a guy, it takes him right to his knees?
Lightning.
Hell yeah.
The lightning.
Purchase thousands of these devices.
$28 million they're investing. ICE plans to spend $28 million to purchase these electrified gloves.
So
Just
some of them will
thousands
be
of
on the black market. I'll be able to buy some somewhere.
Devices called the Glove by March.
Let me look at if they're open to the public. The Glove by March. Okay.
The Department of Homeland Security says a solicitation for a no-bid contract could be published as early as Friday. The gloves, made by Compliant Technologies, must be applied directly to the skin to deliver.
Compliant Technologies,
Wonder
electrified
who owns
glove.
that?
I don't know.
A pain stimulus and require officers to complete training and recertification every 2 years.
Man, electrified gloves. I can't get a pair fast enough. Right?
Right.
How cool would that be?
I used to walk up and shake hands with people.
Yeah, true. This could be really bad for Lasker.
Or it could be really
Just
good.
telling. And then finally, to close out my ICE deal, and I understand how the airlines would be pissed about this. So ICE often parks itself at the airport, and then they try to get these illegal immigrants that are traveling and yoke them up that way. You know, they're coming into the country or they're flying out of the country. By what but they're illegal, and I think when they go through TSA, it flags them as illegal, and I think that's how ICE knows to yoke them up. But the airlines are saying that they're waiting to yoke some of these people up when they get down to the gate, where they're actually flying from or to.
Okay.
And they're yoking them up there at the gate, which is kind of scaring people and what have you. And they're asking all the airports of America and various flight airline companies are saying, can you yoke the people that you're targeting and arresting at the airport? Can you arrest them like right at TSA, because it's less disruptive? Because by the time they get down to the gate, everybody's all situated, kind of hanging. It would be a little more traumatic if next thing you know they got Pedro there sitting right beside you, throwing them down on the ground. I'm like, I can see where that would be bad for business, right? Like, I don't want to see that. Be easier just to yoke them up right there at TSA, right? I mean,
yeah, might as well.
I don't think that this is really asking too much. Just say, hey, ICE, can you not yoke them at the gate? Can you yoke the dirty? Yoke the dirty illegals? Back there at TSA, please. I don't think that's too much to ask at all.
ICE arrests hit an all-time high. There is new pushback, this time from airlines. As we've reported, a lot of these arrests have been happening at airports. Airlines worry that...
I mean, if you're an illegal immigrant and you go into the airport and you see all these ICE agents, I wonder how real scared. I mean, I bet you're super scared, right?
I'm turning around.
I mean, I bet you're super scared. But then, Lummy, they got an outside crew for the guys that are turning around, and they start asking you questions. I mean, like, if you're one of those guys that turn around, they're probably gonna go after you.
Well, if I'm illegal, I'm probably not going to be
Why
flying.
are they masking themselves up by putting like a little bit of a mask on with a big,
They're getting ready to get electric gloves.
Could be putting their employees and other passengers at risk, and they want changes. Chris Van Cleve is following all of this for us. Chris, good morning.
Well, yeah, man, you ICE agents need to hang out at TSA.
What would we call them gloves back in 2000 if we had them during our show?
We would call them cool. We would call them using them probably twice a week.
Well, good morning. The request came during recent meetings between the airlines and DHS. Sources familiar describe the conversations as ongoing and constructive. The airline industry wants enforcement to occur at TSA checkpoints or before security so as not to disrupt airline operations or put employees and other travelers in the middle of immigration arrests. Airline industry insiders tell CBS News they're growing increasingly concerned about ICE arrests like this one, where Chantel Morales Rojas was escorted off a jet bridge while boarding a flight at Denver's airport late last month.
ICE is here, help us!
DHS says she overstayed her visa, but her lawyer says Rojas was legally allowed to work in the U.S. and was freed from ICE detention last week.
Whether it's
Sources
lost
tell
or
CBS
not,
News
leave her
ICE
alone. We're stupid.
Don't profile hot chick.
I mean, come on. She's not a terrorist, and she's not a rapist. She's not a nothing but a worker.
Focus on airport enforcement in recent months. The TSA has been sharing more information about non-citizen travelers with ICE, including immigrants who lack criminal records but are suspected of civil violations like overstaying their visas.
I don't know what they're doing.
One industry official says dozens of ICE arrests are happening at airports every day, including in the gate area and occasionally on a jet bridge or on a plane at the gate.
You're allowed to record them.
I mean, it's easy picking for them at the airport, right?
Yeah. Where are they
Recently
gonna
as
go?
Wednesday, ICE arrested a person in a Southwest Gate area. Now,
I'd
in a
have to help
statement,
the Mexican there.
Hey, Pedro, I'll help you. I got
Well,
you.
you know, the old man, that guy, and the old lady. I mean, what are they going to do wrong here?
What are you going to do when the ICE agent says, hey, listen, old timer, you need to back
I'm going to run
off.
up behind the ICE agent and go, he's got a gun.
No, and then
The
when
guy
they
behind you.
Yeah, and then when they find out
And when
that
they
you're
turn
lying,
around.
they're going to go ahead and give you that electrified glove action, have your ass right down to the ground. I'm sorry, man. Quit shocking me. Oh, my God, that's bad. Hold on. Sarah, help me, Sarah. Sarah.
Man, we got
Hey, Coben,
stuff all wrong,
Hey,
man.
Coben, jump on this ICE agent's back so you can go to prison. I can get the hell out of here.
Department of Homeland Security said DHS regularly engages with aviation stakeholders to support safe, secure, and efficient operations. Nate?
Chris, while we got you, in other airline news, federal regulators have ordered inspections of Boeing 737 MAX jets after cracks were found in some of the older planes.
Oh, great, man. Now they got cracks in the jets. Great. I got to fly in 2 weeks to Indiana.
Concerned should passengers be?
Well, the FAA and Boeing would say not to worry because they are ordering.
Don't worry about it. It's just cracks, man. Just when you're 42,000 feet up there and a flying beer can, don't worry about the cracks in a pressurized tube. I mean, if you really think about it when you're flying, think about it. You're flying, in a pressurized beer can. A lot of things could go wrong at any time.
New inspections that will
Makes me afraid to fly all of a sudden.
Mandatory on nearly 500 MAX airliners in the U.S. The issue is actually found in older previous generation 737s where cracks developed in what's known as a bear strap around the forward galley cabin.
Yeah, the bear strap. When I walk into the summit, like, man, you guys checked the bear strap lately? Because I don't want no cracks on this Southwest bird I'm fixing to go.
plane.
Or the bear strap reinforced.
I think those planes, Gene, are like $200 million new. I think they are. Well, will you look? Like, what does a brand new 737 MAX jet cost, bro? I bet you old girl might be able to
She
get that
probably
one
knows
right.
it.
Hey, Alexa, how much does a brand new 737 MAX jet cost? Hey, Alexa, good morning.
I'm not awake yet.
Alexa, good morning.
Can we get a guy one? Like,
We got to get one that's not retarded.
Hey, Alex, listen.
110 to 130 million.
110 to 130 million dollars for that plane.
Versus areas
How
around
much time
doorways
has got
and
to be in the air to make his money back?
Yeah, enough to create cracks.
emergency exits. But over time, the stress of takeoffs and landings can lead to cracking near door corners. Boeing says it first warned airlines about this issue on the MAX in 2024. This FAA order.
Remember like 5-6 years ago, the chick was sitting by the engine, and the engine threw out some junk. It blew up, and like some fan rotors hit the window, and the woman got sucked out of the window.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and her family sued and got like $15-20 million.
What did they say?
Think about how violent that would be. It literally cheese grated her through. Like the suction was so great that she could not brace herself. Like it just sucked her right through the window.
Would you blame that on karma?
No, you blame it on being too skinny near the window. Bitch, that ain't sucking me out. I'm
that
taking
guy's
a whole
flying out that window.
That's a timeline for mandatory inspections to catch the cracks before they become a safety issue.
Yeah. And then finally, before we go to words, I guess this Costco guy, he had like a crush on a chick or something. He worked at Costco.
Okay.
And he had like, I guess, a crush on a chick or something.
She
and
dogged
then
him
like
down?
she didn't necessarily wasn't feeling it. Wasn't responding to his advances. I think he ran her over and killed her.
That's one way to get rid of her.
You have so many lives that have been impacted by this, and all the collateral damage that's left behind.
Man, I
What
remember back in 5th grade when Larry Plummer gave Lori Howard this little note that says, "Will you go with Bubba Clem? Yes or no?"
He did that for you?
Yeah, he gave it to her. She checked no and handed it back. Then Larry comes back to me on the bus and
Did
says,
you try to run her over?
No, we're on the same bus. She's like 4 rows ahead of me. I got such a crush on her. I think like she's the hottest chick ever. Like it would be like the ultimate, like you'd be the ultimate man if you were getting to date her.
Did you walk as you walked past her down the center aisle, shoot her a moon?
No.
Why not?
I was 3 rows behind her, sad as hell, when Larry came to me and said,
Sad as hell.
Larry came back and gave me the note, and there was a hard check on the note.
What was
deal.
her name?
Lori Howard, hottest chick ever. Back when we
Wonder
were
what she
growing
looks
up.
like today.
Probably hot. I don't know.
I'm still trying to get my arms around.
No, it's not. You got to be able to accept, like you guys out there got to be able to accept rejection. I mean, like all of us have been rejected. If you try to go out with chicks when you're in school, you're going to get some rejection.
A lot of them.
Yeah, most of them are going to be no's.
That's left behind. I'm still trying to get my arms around the why.
A makeshift memorial marks the spot where 20-year-old Jonathan Langdon was reportedly run off the road by a coworker with fatal consequences.
Oh, I guess it was a guy. Maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe I misunderstood it.
The girl killed the guy?
I don't know. Let's hear.
Issaquah police say 22-year-old Tyler Sorensen is responsible for Langdon's death.
Oh, no. It looks like two dudes.
Wait a second.
Maybe it wasn't a love gimmick at all.
No, the one guy, Tyler Sorensen saw the other guy hugging a female coworker that he liked.
Oh, that's right. I knew I got it somehow, way, shape, or form.
So
Tyler Sorensen, Gene, he's hugging another Costco chick that works there. And I'm sorry, Langdon, this guy named Langdon, he was hugging this chick that works at Costco that Tyler Sorensen, who also works at Costco, he likes. He likes this chick.
Okay.
That's it. And Langdon goes up and gives her a hug. That's it. So he runs him over.
Kills him.
He runs him over in the parking lot just for a hug. God forbid what happened if he got some Cheetos fingers.
He's probably seen him in the shower and he's bigger than him.
Acting in a jealous rage after seeing Langdon hug a female coworker who Sorensen told police was his ex-girlfriend. Surveillance video shows.
Yeah, I mean, still.
I mean, ex-girlfriend, you still own it.
You don't own it, Gene. You don't ever own it.
You know, amongst man law.
Man code?
Man code.
Sorensen's vehicle.
So you're saying the one dude broke man code by hugging her at work?
Yeah, leave her alone, man. She's still an ex.
Hit Langdon's motorcycle on Lake Drive outside the Issaquah Costco where they all work.
So the one dude was driving a motorcycle and Jealous Willie, Tyler, smashed him on his motorbike.
Sending him flying into a metal post. Langdon was later declared dead on scene.
As the officers are processing the scene and
I mean, who's taping this? Like, you just getting like ISOs on this guy's chin.
Well, it's because you zoomed in on the short. ABC News didn't make the short right.
For a period of time, the suspect came back. Tyler Sorensen, who's 22 years old from Renton, came back to the scene, made statements to the officers, which led to his arrest and eventually being charged with murder too.
Sorensen left the scene, but eventually his father brought him back to the area after he came home admitting he'd been involved in a crash.
That's a good dad right there.
Yeah.
Your kid comes home, he did something horrible, he killed another guy, and you're like, okay, son.
Well, you didn't have to feed him anymore.
I'm not going to stick up for you. Like, I'm not going to house you. I'm not going to harbor you. You did something wrong. You murdered a person. I'm taking you down to the police station. Turn yourself in. Sorry. Life's been good, my friend, but you're done. You'll spend the rest of your life in prison. One less mouth to feed. One less asshole to have to worry about. Right?
Yep.
I mean, the guy's an asshole if he has that mentality to do that sort of thing anyway. Well, I mean, what type of contributing member to society is this guy going to be? He's already wired to, be so damn jealous that he's going to run over a feller for a hug. Like, just a hug. Can you imagine if the guy got Cheetos fingers? Can you imagine that? Oof. You can't get any worse. A hug gets you killed. What's Cheeto fingers get you? Decapitated?
Yes.
Ash. Court documents say Sorensen told police he only meant to spook Langdon after seeing him with the female coworker in the parking lot.
Well, you spooked him all right.
Saying, while we were together, she always insisted Langdon was just a friend. So I got pretty, panicked, riled up.
These younger generations are just a bunch of soft pussies. They can't accept rejection. Part of dating is the fact that somebody else might roll up in there, like Gene said, and bolt themselves up. It's part of dating. It's part of life.
That's right.
Adrenaline. And court documents say Sorensen texted friends trying to calm down before ultimately acting on his emotions.
Trying to calm down. I just saw Susie Q hugging Tyler. I'm full hot on the deal.
The dude gave him a Hitler, so he got killed for it.
I'm full hot on the deal. I'm texting my friends like, I'm full hot. I'm thinking about running him over in his motorcycle. No, don't do it, buddy. I don't know if I can help myself. Son of a bitch hugged my girl. That's it, just a hug. No Cheetos, nothing like that.
He starts communicating with the individuals he's traumatizing. He's communicating with the...
Deadly intentions, let me. My boy, Pete.
You guys are going to do this
Pete Rossini. One drops tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's about the cartel.
Boom.
And then, Lummy, we're going to make what we taped yesterday, the State of Iran, if you will, a 2-part series. Okay?
Yes.
You with that?
Yes, sir.
Telling them his blood was boiling.
Think about what you're doing.
Man, what a glad-handed has probably been spoiled all of his life. If you can't even if you have so much rage that your ex-girlfriend just hugs a dude, and you're gonna kill him for that, that means your mom and dad have given you everything that you've ever wanted, and you've never been told no. You're a spoiled brat, and you've never been told no, and you don't get your way in the woke-ass little bitch-ass soft serve ice cream world that you live in because you don't get your way and somebody's hugging your ex-girlfriend, you're going to kill them.
That don't happen in my household.
No, because you got some structure.
Before you do it. Because the decision that you make today can impact so many lives. It will impact you for the rest of your life and many, many others.
Yeah, common sense 101. So before I go to words, I was looking at AOL today. Sorry. Boom out. And it said 15 vintage photos of the cafeteria from when I was a kid. And man, it looking back at it now, they treated us like we were in military back in the day. Compared to how
like we were in jail.
Well, yeah, how we were in jail. Today's world in today's
school
kids
got pick your own.
Yeah, they got. So I was talking to New York Greg, right? And he's got his 2 kids in high school, and it costs them $1,000 a month for them to have the meal program, and that means they get Chick-fil-A, road, they get door, they bring it to you, Outback, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, they'll bring it right to you in today's world, and you can sit wherever you want. You can be outside, you can hang out, and it's not. So I was looking at pictures of cafeteria situations when we were growing up.
That's me right there.
Well, that's what we got kind of when we were high school.
Yeah.
That was high school where they kind of let you sit where you want and you could kind of mingle a little bit, but it was still, now this was a little more like high school. We had a couple of vending machines and things like that, but this was kind of this is from the 80s.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was. But when we
that's
were
us right there.
When we were in elementary school, remember?
We were picked where we had to sit.
Yeah, you had to just file in.
That's
and
right.
you sat on benches like that, and the cafeteria would be, like that. That's what they would feed you. That's a little bit later than us when we actually had the trays. Remember, we had the trays. Yeah. But remember, you'd have to go down the line. You'd have all the lunch ladies there slopping your tray.
Yeah.
And then, you pick a dessert. And you got, Mrs. McGillicuddy, look how tense she is.
You can only have one.
You can only have one. And, they would have to.
Yeah, what were they?
These are
lunch
women.
Ladies.
Yeah, lunch ladies.
Oh.
Remember, now I think the government just sends
Look at the notes on that one on the left. Is that real?
I don't know. I don't even look. It looks like she's wearing some Groucho Marx glasses. But remember, Lummy, they would get there at 5 in the morning and they'd make it all.
They sure would.
They would make it from scratch.
Yeah.
They'd have cans of green beans and things like that, but they would make it all on pizza day and everything like that. So I was thinking, man, they were kind of had us military, we were in the military when we were doing this right here, right?
Yeah, man.
Right here.
Right there.
I remember those days. And when you were in line, you try to strategically get so that your buddy Larry Plummer sat across from you. So you'd count, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I'm 6th and there's 9 people in my row, so I got to go 3 more. And then if Larry goes to the 6th, so I need to be about 8 or 9 people from Larry.
Yeah.
And then I got a chance to maybe be either beside him or across from him. But that's the way our cafeteria was. How much? I think when I was at Madison Elementary, I think it was $2.50 a week, and they give you a lunch ticket. Remember, they'd punch it. Is that how they did it with you guys? Your mom and dad would go give you $5, and they give you a 2-week punch card deal, and I think it was $2.50 a week.
Ours was a little more expensive.
Well, yeah, you're
I'm a little
quite
older.
A bit behind.
But Jeans was probably your.
I didn't have any money for lunch.
Well, speaking of that, Creative Services says the new jingle's up for the 4th grade.
Oh, wow!
Really? Already?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into it. And then we'll go into work. Let me just hear. Hold on.
Now that Gene failed 5th grade, he is ruggedly in 4th grade. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show presents Gene Lasker. Is he smarter than a 4th grader? Brought to you by Morgan Exteriors.
Oh, that's perfect. Absolute perfect.
The voice of reason has spoken. More Bubba the Love Sponge after this.
Jeez. Yeah, I love shepherd's pie too there, Glenn Longnecker.
Glenn Longnecker's man.
Snook Slayer, I was poor. I remember not eating, but I would get with my teachers and let them know that I was poor, and could they help me out? And I would always get a lunch by asking. I wasn't afraid to ask if I could get some lunch. And then I'd make friends with the lunch ladies, and they would know that I had no money, and they would hand me a plate for free. Morning, Dirt Merchant. I got something to drink.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let me after the show. I'm gonna go inside for about 10 minutes, take a poop.
Okay.
Monster Jam. Sorry about you losing. Sorry about your 5th grade loss, but we got stuff to powder coat. The 4th graders still powder coat?
Yeah.
Asshole.
We can powder coat clear kindergarten.
Can you believe that?
I can powder coat and be retarded. I'm just telling you. How about?
Hey, did you see where that kid Tim that was leading the front row challenge and Larson came from the back and passed him for the win?
No.
And he called Larson a Chinese cocksucker.
What?
Yeah, it's on the air. Right on the
Flow or
microphone.
Dirt Vision, whatever.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Because Larson tagged his wing with his bumper, rear bumper, putting a slide job on him, and the kid didn't get out of the gas and turn down.
Throw up your rock face when I drop this. Bubba's back to tell it like it really is. Back to the sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge.
So that story you were telling me, Gene, about Larson?
Yeah.
Like, as a local guy, for that guy to be racing Larson and such a skilled guy
the kid's pretty damn good, and he's got a lot of money backing him. So don't think the kid is just a nobody.
No. I'm just saying, but you got beat by the best. There's no shame in that. And he drives a certain way, and he does not pussyfoot around on taking a position. He'll put a slider.
If you're on the top and you look down and you look at Larson coming, he's 15 mile an hour quicker than you, and he's sliding you.
Right, he's going to slide you.
Get out of the throttle.
It's not, and listen,
turn down.
It's not
get him back.
It's not a secret on what he's going to do.
Exactly.
So don't. Sit here and think Kyle Larson.
He tried to mess Larson up, and he lied to him. Everybody that said he didn't try that, and he lost.
And then he called Larson a racial slur.
Yeah,
and
a Chinese.
Yeah. Well, so the kid did it. It was the owner.
Oh, the owner.
The kid.
No, the kid did. I watched him say it.
Well, the kid called him a. He used some bad words.
Yeah.
But the owner came out and said about Chinese.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So listen to this. Can you imagine, Lummy? You and Ashley are looking at your Blink cameras at the rental. You don't have anything scheduled. It's supposed to be nobody there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's people living there. You call the management company. And they're like, we gave them a key because they said they were like a pet sitter, and they're living in your house, and you can't get them out.
Take a look at this surveillance video.
I think that they were like you could drive down there. I think this might have been like a pretty large distance away. Like this might have been their house, and they were on vacation.
Yeah, they were on vacation.
Yeah, they were on vacation, halfway across the world or something. They can't get there very quickly, and they look at the Ring camera, and they got a woman living in their house.
Fox 5 has blurred this woman's face because police have not identified or charged her. But the couple whose apartment this is says they don't know her either.
I mean, we were panicked.
This is Bill and Yellam Kim's Long Island City apartment. They live at Halo LIC. And they say the woman you see making herself comfortable on their couch is a total stranger.
I was in disbelief. I just could not believe what I was seeing.
The Queens couple says it happened July 24th while they were on vacation. And they wouldn't have even known an intruder was inside their home if they hadn't gotten an alert from their security camera.
We can't help but wonder, what would she have done if we didn't catch her on camera, if we didn't have the security camera set up? Would she have just stayed?
Bill Kim.
Yeah.
This was almost 11 p.m. at night. Yeah. Would she have slept in our bed?
Yellam says their apartment management claimed the woman posed as a dog walker, and the employee at Halo LIC handed her
just willy-nilly gave her a key.
The keys without verifying who she was. Emails sent out by management obtained by Fox 5 confirm that. Now, have you guys ever had a dog walker come to your apartment before?
Not while we weren't here.
We've never had an authorized guest.
The couple immediately called a friend nearby as well as the police.
I'd call Lasker. That's all you got to call, Lummy.
That's it.
Don't even call the cops. Call Lasker. He'll roll up in there with his 450, and they'll be out in about 5 minutes, maybe less.
The friend got there first.
I know you don't live there. Get out of my friend's apartment.
Sorry.
Hey, I know you don't live there. You gotta go.
The NYPD tells me they're investigating the crime as a burglary.
I mean, she got big jugs?
Yeah.
My Lord.
She's probably drunk and just looking for place.
And she doesn't even look like some scumbag homeless person. She looks like she's going to the prom or something.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't
Maybe
look
she
like...
thought it was somebody else's room.
I don't know, man.
Burglary. Cops say they responded to Perv Street a little before 11 p.m. July 24th to find someone had entered an apartment without permission and also damaged a bookshelf. The Kims say that happened when the woman ripped down their camera. The couple says the woman even came back again 2 days later.
What?
But this time she wasn't let in. She didn't make it past the lobby. The building's management company, Goose PM...
Why don't they arrest her?
Yeah, well, the cops said they're investigating, but...
email that reads in part, quote, as an immediate action, the concierge employee involved in the incident has been permanently removed from the property. They went on to say they reviewed their procedures with the concierge services provided and made security enhancements.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody says they're going to walk your dog, you need to have already contacted the owner and have a dog.
The owner already had to have paperwork
contacted
there.
you and said, hey, listen, man, here's, this Johnny McGillicuddy's coming in, asked for his ID. He's walking my dog on Tuesdays and whatever the hell.
How much has this messed with your peace of mind, your sense of safety in your home?
I'm freaking traumatized. I don't know how else to.
Oh, get over it.
shut up.
Just get over it. You had somebody rolling around your couch a little bit and messed up your cam. I mean, you kind of got to get over it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, she's probably trying to sue the place.
This guy here looks like Bubba Wallace on in an animal version of Bubba Wallace, and he'd been arrested 22 times, including beating a woman at a bus stop this year. He was let out after 17 days in jail. He's been arrested 22 times. In fact, his last 15 arrests, they let him walk every single time. I think he either killed a person or attempted to kill a person, and they're finally going to put him in.
I spoke with a
but 22 times and you're not out. The last 15 were about battering women, and he walked every time. Why are we letting these assholes in our community? Why? Why are we letting them walk? Are our judges that soft?
Former SPD officer who arrested this suspect multiple times. I also talked to Georgia State Representative Jesse.
It's these judges that, are soft. Making a person spend 10 years is just so cruel. I can't ever imagine somebody being in prison 15 years for killing somebody. We're going to let him out.
Petrie and Savannah Alderman Nick Palumbo. They're both shocked, disappointed, and extremely frustrated that this man has been in and out of jail over and over again, wondering why Doyle's seemingly falling through the cracks of the system.
The cracks of the systems because we have a bunch of soft-ass judges.
30-year-old LaShawa Doyle is back behind bars, this time facing 3 felonies. He was arrested Thursday by Savannah police for attempting to rape a woman at the bathrooms in Daffin Park.
Yeah, trying to rape a woman when you've been thrown in jail 15 times prior for, hitting women.
City staff heard something, went and told an off-duty officer who was able to run over and stop the sexual assault. Alderman Nick Palumbo's district covers Daffin Park.
Time and time again violated the trust of our community, and I would love to hear accountability from the judge, and I've asked from the district attorney's office their accountability mechanism to...
Let's start holding these assholes accountable that judges let these people out.
What's happening here?
And they commit crimes, including but not limited to raping a woman in public.
Alderman Palumbo is also reaching out to Judge Claire Williams' office as she presided over most all of the misdemeanor charges.
Some liberal-ass chick judge.
Doyle has faced. Georgia State Representative Jesse Petrie also following our reporting of this crime.
Maddie, I was, appalled again to discover yet another recidivist criminal who has been, repeatedly in and out of our judicial system.
22 times.
And repeatedly returned to the streets.
15.
In addition to this attempted rape this week, Doyle's criminal history is fairly long. He just got out of jail 17 days ago. This is his 8th arrest in 2026 alone. It's his 22nd arrest since 2020. Two of those arrests this year, violent or sexually related. In June, he was arrested for pleasuring himself in front of SCAD's housing for the second time. In February, he bloodied a woman's face at a bus stop. In his last 15 arrests, he's been released on his own recognizance or released on time already served.
Housed or unhoused, mentally ill or no, this is a violent sex offender in our community, and people have a right to feel safe.
Pick it up, sweetie.
Representative Petrie told me as a legislator in Georgia, they've provided every opportunity for the judicial system to hold homeless people accountable for the crimes they or anyone else in the system commits. We'll have way more details.
Yeah, whatever. They need to have like a judging committee that has an oversight of the existing judges, and when you let somebody out 15 times, you have to answer for that crime. Like, listen, Your Honor, you're facing some charges now because you've let 15 people go on the last, 15 people that have been in front of you. You've let go and they've been on and raped or attemptedly sexually assaulted a woman. Now we're going to start holding you responsible there, buddy.
I love you, Sarah.
Put you in jail. Sarah, I love you too for putting up with this nonsense, my friend. And Sarah, welcome. You have a fourth grader in your home now. You are married to a fourth grader.
She's so
Sarah.
mad right now.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummit.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra, of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello. I'm back.